Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 10 of the X-Squadron Podcast, where we discuss sci-fi movies, TV shows, comics, and video games. I'm Mr. Aniselli. I have with me my X-Squadron. I got Matt Pegno.
Hello.
I got B-Sap.
Hello.
I got John Pagano.
Good evening.
I got Demo.
Hello.
And I have an empty microphone to my right where Matt Miani or our special guest would be sitting because we don't have either one of those things today.
Hooray.
We're low budget.
Yeah. Not low budget. Miani's too good for us. He's in the Hamptons.
The Hamptons.
And Joe said he was going to...
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Mike. Whoever's...
Joe and Mike were going to come, but Mike had to work and Joe had to get ready for the camping trip that he's going on tomorrow.
And also didn't want to
That's
spend
fun.
his Saturday with a bunch of annoying teenagers.
Yeah, you're not annoying.
That's valid.
That is valid.
I'm annoying.
I give it to him.
You said it. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter at XSquadPod. Please email us your comments, Stump the Sap questions, and show topics, or anything you want to hear us discuss at xsquadpod@gmail.com. And you can get us on iTunes at Xsquadron Podcast. Want to thank Andrew Brooks for making our logos and the banners for our social media channels and for our website, which is xsquadron.weebly.com.
And shout out to Chris of St. Bonaventure. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, and please let him into college. Our main topic today is going to be San Diego Comic-Con news and the stuff that came out of San Diego Comic-Con. Yes?
Are we also going to talk about favorite sci-fi worlds?
Yes. A couple of weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, we did a podcast with my friend Mike and Joe.
Hey, Joe. Hey, Mike.
That where we discussed our favorite science fiction worlds that we would like to live in, and it got totally messed up. Didn't get erased.
I was going to say the technical term is yeeted.
Yeah, but it sounded like we were within a tin can, and a couple of mics didn't work. But so we're just going to mention those very briefly. We also want to talk about the new Star Trek movie. We're going to talk about the Killing Joke movie. We got Stump the Sap later. So for those of you who don't know, Stump the Sap is a segment where we ask...
Embarrass me in front of people who listen.
We ask B-Sap very simple science fiction questions that any science fiction fan should know, and watch him get them wrong. We're only going to do 2 each because every time we do it, we get carried away trying to stump him.
Yeah, and
Because
please,
it's so fun. It's so fun.
too easy.
I know,
really
but,
is
but the
fun.
thing is, like, we're using 30 questions a podcast.
And please,
There's a plethora. There's a plethora.
no multi-question where I and get one part of it wrong and I get the whole thing wrong.
I
because
promise
guys are
you there will
monsters.
only be 2 questions per person.
And I have both of mine ready to go.
Chris from last week. We just want to thank Chris for a great podcast last week. That was awesome. He sent us a question for you.
Of course he did.
My wife submitted a question for you.
Oh,
And these are things
great.
that she knows, and she's not a very big
And we
sci-fi
will all
person.
ask you the same questions until you get
I
them
hate
right.
this segment.
Exactly.
I don't like this
exactly.
segment.
So you do your homework.
This segment's great.
Wait, I know Terminator's name now. I know the model.
Well, someone has a Terminator question for you.
Do you
we'll
know
see if you get
Superman's
it.
Kryptonian
He doesn't.
Cal
He doesn't.
L.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, I didn't
Good
ask
Too
it.
bad
So
it's not during the segment.
right.
Yeah,
Should've
unfortunately,
waited.
right?
All right. So, what news do we have out of Comic-Con?
All right, so to start off, we'll start with the Spider-Man footage. Now, this is...
Which I refuse to watch.
You can't see it anyway.
I have my Spider-Man T-shirt on today that I got from
All right,
Walmart.
so according to my...
$10.
my-
Went to
I have a
Walmart.
BMW Motorsport shirt on that I bought at BMW World in Germany that cost $75.
Guten Tag.
I drive a BMW.
So does my mom.
Yeah, it's like a 95 cash for clunkers. Go ahead.
Where did this conversation go?
Conversation
Spider-Man. What was it?
Spider-Man.
Sci-fi.
All right, so according to my sources,
Who are your sources?
everyone else...
The internet.
The internet.
Which
my
is very
source.
reliable, as we've seen.
55% of the time, I'd say that right.
Believe everything you hear on the internet and on TV.
Including that Kim Kardashian inspired Albert Einstein
John
to become
Lennon
a
is
scientist.
alive.
Okay, so people said that the shot opens with Spider-Man walking into school, and then the homecoming banner goes onto the screen.
Oh, God.
Okay, not...
What
What are you saying, oh God, about?
That seems like a
Like-
very corny...
Yeah, it's supposed to be corny.
Oh, it is? Okay, never
It's
mind.
supposed
Go
to be
on.
like a John Hughes style movie.
Coming from
I know.
Children of the Corn over here.
Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
You've
What is
never...
Yeah, it's a movie.
Oh,
It's a
man. Oh, for 1. That counts.
Continue.
Oh, you won't like it. It'll terrify you.
Yes. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, the girls were playing a game that I'm not allowed to say what they were playing, but they were.
Why not?
No.
It's
Oh,
it's too racy for this show. Okay.
Too racy for this
Too
show.
too racy. Too much.
I know what that game is.
So anyway, that game leads to one of the girls saying that she has the hots for Spider-Man, and then of course Spider-Man
Thank you, Mr.
hears,
Right.
and he becomes, this girl becomes his love interest, and then as he's in the back fiddling with some lead fluid, the Vulture rises up from the window, and then it ends. That's the whole thing.
So this was shown at Comic-Con?
This was shown at Comic-Con.
How did you get access to watch this?
Not
You personally, but the people that did.
They had to go to Comic-Con.
So anyone at Comic-Con was able to see it.
Anyone that got tickets to Hall H, yes.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome.
Which is pretty difficult to get into.
Yeah.
And I think that they're gonna do for the score, they're gonna do the original Spider-Man song, like the Spider-Man.
Oh, that's cool. Like the 1962
Yeah,
Spider-Man?
just with all violins. So
Oh, cool.
We'll see how that goes. Any thoughts on that?
I can't wait for that movie.
Yeah, honestly, once I heard that Tony Stark would be in it, that got me
People were saying
excited.
Black Widow might be in it as well.
Molto
Of course, we have
interessante.
DC also came out with a whole bunch of trailers.
We're getting to them
Yeah,
and
we
how
will.
bad most of them were. All right, next, Guardians of the Galaxy footage.
Ooh,
It just said that there was a big battle, and we got to see Baby Groot kill a bunch of people.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Of course, someone at this table hasn't seen that movie yet.
Hey,
but that
I just
person
found
will-
it yesterday. I did
What
some
do you mean
looking
you
up.
found it?
I went-
It's not like it's
You
a
know what it was?
relic.
Yeah, it's
I was
not. It's-
I was doing nothing last night as I usually do on my Friday nights, and
Aw.
No, it's just
Man.
true. It's just true.
it's true.
We don't even have to.
We don't have to
All right.
know that.
All
Come
right.
on.
So and
can
I
say
was
after
looking
getting
for,
home
I was looking for the movie.
He
because-
was sitting home studying, right? Chris from St. Bonaventure?
Yeah, of course.
After-
After getting
for
home
those-
from a wild party.
For those SATs.
Can you spell SAT?
So anyway, I was looking on Stars, the cable network,
Yes.
and
Yes.
I found it because I was watching Pixels again on Stars.
No, Pixels is great.
Pixels
It's a
is
good
awesome.
choice.
And
I
then,
like
you know
Pixels.
what? Let me watch Guardians. So then I went to sleep, though. So I'm going to watch it today.
You watch it today.
Yes.
So next
Okay.
podcast, we can have a trivia question on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Excellent.
I don't.
It's happening.
Ugh.
Start studying.
You said it.
Yeah.
I never.
It's gonna be great.
You're welcome.
You said I will watch it today.
It's gonna be huge.
Those
Okay,
It's
words.
gonna be huge. All right. They said and Yondu is officially part of the team now,
Yes.
Okay.
and his Ravager squad.
I heard there was a cool scene with him in it.
Yeah.
He was with Groot, right? Or Groot. and
Yeah,
him
they were all
something?
together. They're all part of the
Yondu's
same
a
team now.
beast.
I don't watch I didn't watch the trailers.
Yeah,
I
no,
have to find the
I have
trailers.
only seen bits and pieces of them, and the quality that I've seen has been awful.
I only want to see the theatrical ones before the movie.
And he said it's like not really finished. Like it kind of needs some touch-ups, but whatever. And we learned who Peter Quill's father was, and that's Ego the Living Planet,
AKA
which is
Kurt Russell.
which is
Really?
amazing.
Yeah.
No, but
Ooh.
like Ego the Living Planet is a planet,
Literally.
like
Okay, I
literally
knew
a
that.
planet, and that's Peter Quill's father.
That's very nice.
You think they're gonna make that funny?
Oh, I can imagine Chris
I mean,
Pratt's
it's
dumb
Guardians.
face saying, "What?
Yeah.
You're my father."
How's he gonna talk to him if he's a planet?
He just speaks.
Yeah, that's true. They can just stand on him and
How
talk
does he
to him.
speak?
He's got a mouth and
Yeah,
eyes.
he's got a face and stuff.
If he's a whole.
But the eyes help speak.
I'm explaining that he's a human. He has
Okay,
he has
but-
eyes.
Wait,
he
I don't.
has-
Like,
I don't
is
talk
it-
to John like a butterfly. Like they just like they use everything except
I'm
their
just
mouth.
saying.
It's
I don't know
just
how
a-
that would
It's a proboscis,
scientifically
not a
work.
mouth.
I'm sure
Space.
they'll do something cool with it. They also redid all the logos for all the new Phase 4 movies. Or
Yes,
Phase 4.
most of them.
They look like 80s album covers.
Which is good.
This is awesome.
good
Looks
thing.
like a Bon Jovi album cover. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Isn't that the name of it?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And then we got Thor 3 footage as well, and we got to see Thor fight the Hulk in gladiator armor.
See, okay. Here's my thing.
I tried watching that, and the quality was so bad I
Why
couldn't make
is
anything
Thor
out.
fighting the
Potato
Hulk?
quality.
He
Like,
fights the Hulk a lot, though.
yeah, but
fight a
like
lot.
in the Avengers universe, like the MCU.
Because the Hulk is going to be on a gladiator planet.
Because who else can
And these
fight the Hulk?
the
But like
planet-
no, but in the MCU,
Right.
not like comic book world,
Do you
but
want
in
me
the
to
MCU,
elaborate?
what reason does Thor have to fight the Hulk
I
other than
assume-
this is a cool action sequence that'll generate money?
All right,
that doesn't
so-
really have any actual like storyline to
That
it.
is a cool action
from
scene.
what
that'll
we
generate
Yeah.
from what we know about the movie and what Gladiator Hulk is, the Hulk is going to be on a planet, and he's probably going to be held hostage as like a gladiator by the. He'll probably be promised like riches and all that kind of stuff, and be kept alive
Who can
if he
hold
keeps.
that man
Yeah,
hostage?
Well,
Exactly.
Planet Hulk is a planet that
For all we know, he could be the king.
okay, but he's not superpowered compared to all the other people that live on the planet. So
Really?
he's just a
Jesus.
normal
Wow, that's
strength
scary.
individual.
Yeah, so he actually has to wear, like, he actually needs weapons and armor to beat people on
Yeah.
this planet. Like, he can't just go around in his board shorts anymore.
This is a Hulk movie disguised as Thor to bring back the franchise.
Because
the
the
Thor
first two
franchise.
Thor movies
Yes.
were utter
Exactly.
garbage.
They're
And
making,
they can't make a Hulk movie.
yeah, they're not allowed because they don't own the rights.
They
to
own half
solo
the rights.
Hulk.
Which is stupid.
Yeah, Universal has them.
But it's a great way to sneak around it and
is.
get themselves a Hulk movie.
Yeah, but it's gonna be all Hulk, and it's all gonna be great. So,
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
Hemsworth's gonna get paid. He's all good.
He doesn't care.
Nah.
He's shaving his head, too.
Oh boy.
For this
He's going buzz cut.
So he's
Oh,
going
wow.
on Britney Spears.
He's going Britney Spears on this movie.
I don't know if I can take Thor with a
Yeah, I've never
buzz
seen
cut.
that.
I don't know. He could wear the helmet.
Yeah.
That's
What's
also
wrong with a
kind
buzz
of.
cut?
It's not gonna fit him right though. Now it's gonna be all loosey goosey because of his lack of hair.
It's gonna be
you
wobbling
don't see
around
any
the whole
hair
movie.
on
That's,
your lack
that's
of
his
head.
problem.
That'll be the comic relief. Him just fixing his helmet every 5 minutes.
I mean, maybe he could fit in the Iron Man suit. If he cuts his hair.
Nah, he's too big.
Think so?
Yeah, he's way bigger than Tony
He's
Stark. No,
huge.
He's huge.
he's huge.
He'd fit in Hulkbuster.
Well,
Well, you
I
need an
guess.
Iron Man suit to fit in the Hulkbuster.
that's true.
Oh, that is true.
That
no,
is
I
true.
never thought
Probably
about
fit
that.
It's
without
gotta be
the Iron
really
Man
hot
suit.
in there, no?
It's
I don't know.
ventilated.
I'm sure he's
a
got some
billionaire.
vents.
Yeah, he definitely.
He's got,
has
he's
it.
got
No,
AC.
remember there was no, there is because remember when Ant-Man went
That's
inside.
right.
That's right. The
He caught
coolant
the-
fluid.
yeah.
But that is that because the suit can go on fire. I don't know if that's
That
to
is
keep him cool.
probably-
I actually don't
I mean,
understand what was
I'd
going
put
on
in air
there.
conditioning if I was
was going on
Tony
where?
Stark.
Like in the suit,
In
why
Civil War?
why the fluid was going off.
He pulled out
I'm not
the
sure
hose.
if he pulled it or if.
Oh no, he pulled out
Or if Tony
systems,
Stark
and then Tony Stark initiated it.
initiated
to
it.
get him out because he knew that would flood him out.
don't
But
know.
I think the suit worked way too well after that. Like the suit shouldn't have worked as well.
Yeah, he should have had like some.
Yeah.
So, like the repulsor ray shouldn't
Yeah.
have worked. That should have had some meaning. Anyway, Captain Marvel is cast as Brie Larson. That's pretty big. Anyone know who
I
she
heard
is?
that. Yeah,
I
heard
know who
that.
she is.
21 Jump Street.
She was in a movie
Room.
called Room, where she
is
won an
just-
Academy Award. I've never seen the movie.
However,
haven't either,
it
yeah.
is very unfortunate that it is one word away from the worst movie ever, The Room, with Tommy Wiseau.
Never,
Anyway,
what's that about?
that's like almost as bad as Birdemic.
Oh, the
It
room
can't
is-
be almost as bad as
the,
Birdemic.
No, the room is the
You know it.
It is
haven't-
arguably
is
the
it-
worst
is it that
movie of all
bad?
time.
It's that bad.
I may watch it now.
What's
No,
it
but
about?
it's
I love
star-
bad movies.
All right, it's really just it's about nothing really.
It's
It's a
just-
guy. He wants to get married to this girl, and the girl's cheating with his best friend, and that's the whole movie.
That's sad.
Oh,
Spoiler alert: he dies at the end
okay.
Sick.
and kills himself.
dumbest
Ooh.
movie
It's
ever.
really dark.
Because when
and it's really funny.
when I
It is
clicked
funny.
on the article to read that she got cast, I was like, what else has she been in? And I thought of The Room. I was like, oh, she was in that movie, and then I looked it up and I was like, oh, Academy
Oh,
Award.
this is the good one. Yeah, where she won the
Yeah.
she won the Academy Award. More importantly,
yeah.
I'm surprised she's given up and just going to the typecast now.
Do you know how much money she's gonna make?
She's gonna make so much money, but she could win the awards, the arts.
Well, science fiction movies have won awards. Lord of the Rings won an award.
Star
Yeah.
Wars is denied every Academy
I feel
Award
like
they were
Marvel
nominated
never wins
for.
awards.
Yeah, I doubt it, but
Even though they're really, really good movies, but film critics need to see like good storyline and touching moments and
it's a
whatever else they look
business.
for.
She's gonna make a boat.
Yeah, she's gonna make a ton of money. I'm
There's
just
a reason why
surprised.
Tony
and she's
Stark
gonna play
is
a very
not
cool
Tony
Captain
Stark.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like with people like Mark Ruffalo. When you sign up for this type of movie, you usually stop becoming an actor and you just start being a product.
You start becoming the Hulk.
You become the Hulk.
Yeah.
You embody.
Like when you think of Robert Downey Jr.,
You don't think of Chaplin.
think of
Sometimes I do.
No, weird Chaplin.
Look at Beast. He's like, I don't know how
I'm
to
sick.
talk about any of this.
I'm sick. No, I'm sick.
Or if-
I have to.
Mark
I have to
Hamill
cough,
only
but I don't
Luke?
want.
So cover the mic and do this. Cover the mic.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's got a sinus infection.
as if anything could go. I apologize, listeners, for his insolence.
Sorry.
What's up next?
Doctor Strange trailer. Anyone see it?
I actually did see this one.
Well, wow.
Yeah.
Look
That
at you.
it was trippy.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot of
it,
like.
Inception.
it looks like Inception.
Yeah, did you expect it to be not trippy? Let's be
No,
honest here.
yeah.
Like everything looks like it's gonna be trippy. With it, like that bad guy when he walks, like everything moves around him.
There
Did you
was a
see
lot
that?
of like flaming, teleporting circles.
Yes, fire circles.
Fire
My
circles.
question is based on that. Do you think they could put him into the Avengers?
I think he's gonna be too powerful.
I
But
don't
usually in
want-
the
I don't
comic
want
books,
him
they
in the
play him off
universe.
as sort of like this wise, like I cannot interfere. I am the Sorcerer Supreme. So he only,
Stephen Strange, Sorcerer Supreme.
yeah. So he only really
But
interferes.
would he
What a
be
beast.
cool in an Avengers movie
I think he would
setting?
be very
I
cool.
think so.
I think now they're gonna have two magic users though.
I mean, granted,
Exactly.
If,
and
Well,
I
no,
don't-
I'm sorry. Scarlet Witch is an enhanced being. So
No,
if
she's a
they
magic
need to
user.
She's
fight
not a magic
Thanos,
user. Not in this universe.
Doctor Strange plays a big part in the first issue of the new Civil War too. So they might want to.
Yes.
They might want to put
But
him in the
then it
movies because
becomes
he's
boring because then it just becomes a battle between people using the Force.
If they want
Quite
to
literally.
fight Thanos,
Like I want to see
they're
ninja flying
probably
arts.
gonna need
Well, in the comics,
some beasts.
Doctor Strange was used basically to teleport everyone to Thanos to fight him. So like every single Marvel hero on
Well,
Earth.
usually he collaborates the
and
entire
that's a
attack.
cop out.
Right.
Like in the first one, it
Also,
was
they needed to get there somehow.
it was
Well,
like
and they can't go any other way with more adventure and action. They need like
How
instant-
else are they gonna get there?
I guess
The
Yeah.
only other way that I could think is they shoot up to Thor, to Asgard, and
Well,
the big
Thor
guy
actually
with
isn't
the
even
sword.
Thor at that point. There's
Thor's
some
probably.
other guy.
I hope Thor dies.
Okay,
in
fine,
Thor
still,
3.
they shoot up to Asgard, the big guy with the
They
sword.
can't kill him in Thor 3.
You
I want
want
him to
Thor
die.
to die?
Wait,
I don't
how
like
could
Thor.
he die in Thor
How do you
3
not
if
like
he's gonna?
Thor?
Isn't he gonna be? Wait, what comes first? Infinity War or Thor 3?
Thor 3.
All right, so how could he die and then not be? He won't be in Infinity War.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
I'd rather that.
Well, speaking of Infinity War, here's where I become useful. Disney just announced a couple days ago that the upcoming Avengers Infinity War Part
No, the
1 and
Russos
2
announced, not Disney.
Can I please finish my sentence?
It's the Russo brothers.
Whatever. They announced that Infinity Wars Parts 1 and 2 will be combined into Uno movie.
This is big news.
Yeah.
This is
And
very big news.
So maybe Doctor Strange might fit in. Is it the upcoming movie after that, which is supposed to be in May 2019, which is now Untitled Avengers officially?
I'm predicting this is going to be called like the new Avengers. Because by the time we get there, I think all the older members are going to be filed out. Yes.
Like
Like
don't know.
Captain America.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone.
He's going to be gone. Thor's probably going to be gone.
like-
The Hulk maybe.
Oh my!
So it's gonna-
You
know
that's why they're bringing in
Yes.
Captain Marvel.
It's going to be Captain Marvel,
I want
probably
Captain
Iron
Marvel,
Man
I want
still.
Captain
but he-
America, Iron Man, Hulk. I want those.
Okay,
guys.
this is going to be the team. I'm
I
going to tell
think I
you.
know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, we can find the team in this.
Well, first of all,
I'm not gonna bring this up because this is
Garbage.
that
first
make-
of
that
all,
makes us
if
very
they
mad.
condense Infinity Wars into one movie, I want a 3-hour-long.
It's probably going to be 3 hours.
Yeah,
I mean,
with
the
an
Russos-
intermission. I want a
Yeah.
5-hour
Yeah.
movie with an intermission and a
And-
sleeping bag.
Also, I'm pretty sure what they're gonna do is, since they don't want the Avengers franchise to end, since it's so popular, they're gonna use that as like.
It's never going to end. Tom Holland is 19 years old.
Well, they're gonna use.
You think he's going to be Spider-Man for 30 years?
They're gonna
I
use New Avengers as a jumping off point to have a whole new branch of
Yes.
series.
I predict that the new members are going to be. It's going to be a bigger team, but it's going to be a more rotating roster. So I have Doctor Strange, Spider-Man,
Vision.
Captain Marvel, Vision. No,
Yeah, but
Vision's
it's
going to die.
like-
Vision's going to die
Yeah,
in
Vision
Infinity
probably-
War.
Yeah, they're gonna rip the
Infinity
gem
War.
out of his head.
Oh yeah, he has to die.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, he
Maybe just put
kind of
his
says
whole
in,
head in the ring.
he kind of says in Civil War that I want to learn how to use this so that I can not have to use it.
Right. He says he wants to learn how to keep his powers without needing the.
Right, without relying
stone,
on the
yeah.
gem. So that was their way of keeping him alive with when the
He's just gonna
gem
have a
gets
robo
ripped out of
chip.
his face.
Maybe for the 2019 movie, they have a group of teens who are inspired, and they'll just have them dress up and pretend to be Avengers.
that would be.
The champions.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. That could
I
be
don't
the
want
thing.
the champions. Teenage girl Vision.
That's actually Vision's daughter. How he has a daughter, I don't know. But anyway, anywho,
What?
Ant-Man is probably going to be around.
I hope Ant-Man's still
You
around.
know who else will be?
Who's that?
Falcon.
Falcon might be the new Captain America.
Watch Falcon get killed.
He might be the new Captain America.
But I
that
don't
would
want
be
him
cool.
to be Captain America. I want him to be Falcon.
But he's Falcon still because he still has the wings.
He's just gonna be the leader.
Like as Captain America, he still flies with the wings.
With the shield.
That'd be.
Wait, you haven't heard of
So-
this character?
No.
It's
Yeah,
yeah.
Captain America's Sam Wilson.
I don't read the comics.
It's all good.
It's all good.
He's actually a pretty cool
Yeah.
Captain America.
His
Probably the
run
best
is
Captain
awful,
America.
Yeah, yeah,
but he's good as who he is.
right. Who would you? I think there's gonna be a lot of Inhuman stuff because they really
No, they
pushing the
canceled it.
No, I mean in like in
the
the
show.
Infinity Wars.
No, I think they're gonna get him out
and
of
in
there.
the show too, Agents of Shield.
I think they're gonna keep the Inhumans in there. I think they're gonna give more and more with the Inhumans until they get to like Medusa,
Here's my
and
problem.
then they're gonna do the Fantastic Four instead because they're gonna get the rights back.
Here's my problem.
And then
with the
Secret
show.
Wars. Oh, I hope they do Secret
I hope
Wars.
I want them to do Secret Wars.
Like,
They don't have enough
season
villains.
Season 1 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there was some like collaboration with people who were in the Avengers movies.
Yes.
Like there were appearances.
Like Joss Whedon and Sam Jackson was in it. And
Right.
love Sam
And
Jackson.
like season 2 was like less of that. And then season 3 was none of that.
Yeah.
And unless they, I have no idea how they could possibly tie it back. But
I
I hope they, like,
Yeah, and
I
you
feel
have-
like they can't not tie it back.
And you have the whole thing like Coulson is alive.
Yeah.
And the whole reason they became the Avengers was they were avenging Coulson. So
Oh yeah.
we'll see how that goes over.
They could axe the show and say it's non-canon, and then they could.
It's non-canon.
Well, they could, and then it just won't be.
Rip.
Then it'd be exactly.
I
rip.
hate Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I'd be thrilled. So, whatever.
Some more news.
Oh boy.
Oh, hot
Your
off the press?
Hot off of the
Your
phone.
favorite yellow family,
That's
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
Which is an awful franchise.
Whoa! Time out. Why didn't you like The Simpsons?
The last movie.
I thought that was going
Simpsons
somewhere
movie was back
completely
in
different.
2007, July 20, 2007. I saw it on my brother's birthday.
I love that movie.
It was a good,
8 out
good
of
movie.
10.
So, and they said they might be creating a new one. And how this all came to be was that there was an episode of The Simpsons that was last year called "The Man Who Came to Dinner."
Yes, I saw that one.
Okay, can you?
They still
Great.
make new episodes.
Yeah,
Yes, they're
I'm
on
surprised they haven't ran out of ideas
they're
yet.
at
But
season
Oh, they
27.
have. That's why it's terrible.
They predicted Pokemon Go, so you have to give them props.
They predicted a few other things too. I'm
Yes,
gonna
like
bring
Donald
those
Trump
up.
running for president.
And
That's the opposite of Dos Ex Machina.
and
I don't even know
Pegno.
what Deus Ex Machina is.
Pegno.
Lazy.
The
okay, moving on. So they wanted to make that the plot of that episode, which I don't know how it was. I don't watch The Simpsons. They wanted to make that into a movie. So henceforth, we have this happening possibly. So yeah, any thoughts on that?
It's
I
another
mean,
Simpsons movie.
This is the last gasp of air. I think if this doesn't
I
work,
think 27 seasons is a pretty good run. I wouldn't call this a last.
27 seasons.
20.
Yes,
27.
it's the longest
He
running.
can't even
primetime
count
show.
that high.
I know he can only count to 26, and then he just has to start over.
Well, no, he can only count to 7 because that's how many Star Wars movies there are.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7,
7.
Rogue One.
Rogue One.
Just restart. Rogue 2.
Oh, I
Okay.
have also more news regarding the Star Wars
We'll
film.
get there later. Go ahead.
Okay, then we had the Justice League trailer. Now I have a lot of problems with the Justice League
Which I
trailer.
refuse to watch.
I actually did, and I kind of liked parts of it.
Oh,
Go
okay,
ahead.
time out. Okay. Why'd you like it? I thought it was bad.
I liked how
to fish.
that I didn't like. I
That's-
did like how Bruce Wayne is basically recruiting people and he's sneaking around, which I kind of like.
No, he wasn't sneaking around. He was saying, "Hi, I'm Bruce Wayne. Be on my superhero team." He does not reveal his secret identity on first encounter.
Hold on.
No.
Yeah, that is
Calm
that's
down.
not Bruce Wayne at all.
I liked that Barry Allen turned on his lights in his house and Bruce Wayne was sitting in his living room.
That's cool.
That was cool.
I would have rather he
The
been in the
fact
Batman
that he
costume.
threw a batarang at him to
That was
test
also
his
cool.
speed, that was cool, but he immediately gave up who he was, which I didn't like.
And the sequence went on for about 20 seconds. Too long.
yeah, that was
Personally, if he was dressed up like Batman, I think it would have been better.
Yes, that's what I
Because
said.
in all other iterations, they don't find out who he
each
is
other.
until there's like a dire moment where they
Right.
need to.
Yeah,
That's
like-
like in the 2001 TV show.
Yes, that's an excellent scene.
That is an excellent. They're like hiding out from this like huge alien invasion. Huge. And
You need to get a sound effect.
and they're all inside and he says that they have to go undercover as like regular people.
Mm-hmm.
So and they're all like, but how are we gonna know who we are? And
John's
he's like-
watching it right
and
now.
he's like Clark
That's
Kent.
all right, let him watch it.
He's like Clark Kent, Wally
can hear it,
West,
though.
and he takes off
Bruce
his mask.
Wayne.
He's like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, well, I was like, I don't want to reveal my secret identity, and he just like unmasks
But I
everyone.
was thinking, like, if Barry Allen walked into his house and Batman was sitting in his chair, they're never going to talk because Barry Allen's just going to either run away, punch him in the face. He's going to start speeding
No,
around.
but he needs friends.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Like, that's
need
why he
friends.
that's why he can't sit there as Batman. That's going to...
Yeah.
No,
know?
he could have just. He could have pulled it off. It's Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like if you go into your house and you see some random guy there, even if he's like a billionaire, you probably wouldn't recognize him right
Yeah.
off the bat.
Yeah, Clark Kent is the
Well,
best.
I don't think he did recognize him right off the bat. I think
Right.
he recognized him... I think he recognized Batman from the Batarang.
Well, yeah, I don't think he recognized.
I don't think he
Bruce Wayne,
recognized Bruce Wayne, no.
Yeah,
But
Clark
there's
Kent
still
didn't
like a
even
random
recognize
guy
him.
sitting in your house.
Right. And like the guy from Saturday Night Live. Whenever I saw Barry Allen in that trailer, I thought of the guy from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about? What's his name? Not
Bill Hader?
No,
No,
shut
no.
up, Sap.
Well, for which season?
He was in that cop show for a little while. It was
And Jake
Andy-
Peralta, and his name is Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg.
Oh my god.
all I saw was Andy Samberg's face when Barry Allen.
I wish it was
talking.
Andy Samberg.
Because
I like Andy Samberg.
he was acting kind of dopey. Like, is Barry Allen supposed to be a little dopey?
Yes, but they pushed it.
It's different. It's a
He's
different
supposed to be
kind
more
of dope.
witty,
Witty.
like Han Solo.
But
But
he's also supposed to be really smart.
he's supposed to be like kind of.
Well, I could see really smart people being a little off,
no,
socially.
but he's too off.
Yeah, he was very off. I need
much.
friends.
I need friends.
It's like
Why are you imitating me when
Hey, you're the one who just said you stay at home alone on
that doesn't
Friday
mean I have
nights.
no friends? I just don't do anything.
Now, what about the
Okay,
Aquaman
so-
sequence?
It was good, but the screenwriting was bad. You talk to fish.
I thought that was kind of funny.
Okay, so my thoughts on the Justice League trailer. So Aquaman is going to be the coolest character in that movie.
Was he down in whiskey?
Yes.
I think
He was, right?
And he's Aquaman. He's fantastic.
Now, does he do that as Arthur before he becomes?
No, they're
totally.
totally making this guy more cool than he is.
more edgy.
More edgy for
but
those
he's
teens.
really cool. Aquaman's really cool in that trailer. Wonder Woman didn't do much.
No.
But it's okay.
Yeah. Well, she's getting her own movie, so.
It's fine, yeah. That trailer I'm not going to watch.
Is
though.
it just me, or in between the Wonder Woman trailer and the Justice League trailer, they reused like
The same
yeah.
shots?
the same shots?
Oh yeah.
And
Classic
also,
Michael Bay.
The scene
did
with
that.
Bruce Wayne and Barry in his little house thing with
Yeah.
the battering, that was really, really cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
I have issues.
I don't have issues with it at all. I don't care that he revealed to him who he
But
was.
he
It's
didn't
just-
even say he was going to join the team yet.
who cares? It was sick. It's cool action. That's what they're about. That's what these movies are about. And the one thing I didn't like though was that Batman was wearing a really ugly suit. Like not like
was very-
suit, but like the bat suit.
Oh,
was
it's
just
a different suit.
awful.
Yeah, it's a little
It
different.
wasn't
It's
high tech and like how it should be.
It's
It was
more
like
black now instead of the gray.
Oh no, that's
And
a,
it was like-
okay. Time out. That's a separate suit. That's the stealth suit, and then there's another suit.
There better be one
There's
like we
two
see in
suits.
Batman. Like
Yes,
the
he has
good
this-
part about Batman versus Superman was that the bat suit was really sick.
Yeah.
That's what I hope we see.
Yeah, I don't like the all black back suit.
I like the one with the gadgets. That's basically like the Iron Man suit.
I have come to the conclusion that if I don't get my hopes up for these movies and I have zero expectations,
Yeah.
that they're gonna be fine. You know, like I get so emotionally involved in them, and I look at the source material, and I want everything to be exactly like it's supposed to be in the books and what in the canon, so to speak. I gotta stop. I feel
Eventual
that
canons.
once, yeah,
Eventual
eventual
canon.
canons. Once I stop
Canons.
caring about that stuff, the movie just becomes more enjoyable.
I just
Sit
want to
there
see
and watch
people
a
get
movie.
kicked.
Yeah. So what are your issues with it? Besides the fact that whatever you mentioned already.
There's no Superman.
That's perfectly fine.
But that's going to be part of the movie.
Man,
It's
it's so
just-
outdone.
All right.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
we see the big shot of the Justice League, how many members are there?
7.
4. There's 4.
There should be 7.
Unite the 7. Where are
I don't even,
they?
wait, who are it's
It's Cyborg,
wait,
Batman.
let's see if I know it. Superman.
Cyborg looked badass in this.
Oh,
in
he
that
does,
trailer.
yeah.
awful.
No, he
No,
looks
he looks
great.
People,
sick.
did you see? Okay, look at the trailer again and look at that shot of him. That CGI is some of the worst I've ever
care if
seen.
it's
No,
Superman,
it was
Batman,
great.
It was
I
Michael
love the
Bay
Star
bad.
Wars prequels. I like
You
bad
got-
CGI.
You got Superman, Batman,
Superman,
Wonder Woman,
Batman,
the
Wonder Woman,
Flash,
the Flash,
Green
Green
Lantern.
Lantern.
Then like Cyborg,
And
then it kind of switches out.
Martian
Sometimes-
Manhunter.
you have Martian Manhunter.
Aquaman.
No, Cyborg is the switcher out.
Yeah, Cyborg's
Yeah.
a switcher out.
Aquaman's a core
Aquaman.
member.
Aquaman's there.
I said that's that 7.
Okay.
And Green Lantern hasn't been
This
introduced.
isn't bad
They're-
CGI. It's not that bad.
I think it looked awesome.
Sometimes
it looks
you have,
awesome,
like
too.
Bad. I know see bad CGI. I've watched
Sometimes
the
you get
prequels.
Martian
But there's nothing
Manhunter
wrong
in
with
there.
bad CGI.
Yeah, it's bad.
Sometimes you get
Phantom Menace pulled it
Hawk
off.
Girl.
Except in
It should have been done
Birdemic, then it will.
practically.
Relax.
Hawk Girl's a really cool character that they ruined in the CW TV show for me.
I can't stand her in that show.
They
but
ruined
she's
her.
so cool.
She's supposed to be like Thor.
Hawkman was cool. He was pretty
Neither
badass.
of them were cool. They were just people with wings.
Yeah, they
They were
were.
Birdmen from
Ne-
X-Men.
Neither
Oh
one of
no!
them.
Angel. What's
No,
his
from Rick and
face?
Morty. Bird person.
Bird person.
All right, so we got mixed reviews on the.
And then Wonder Woman trailer was pretty good.
I thought it was a little too long.
How long was it?
It was
You mean-
2.5 minutes? It's-
You mean
that's
It just felt like
that's
it-
standard
Wait,
line.
you mean Wonder Woman, the first, the first Justice
The
League
first,
member?
the first Justice League. It's the same
The first
movie as Captain
Avenger.
America. It's same movie.
I like that movie though. That was in my top,
Top
3
three.
Marvel movies. I think
It's a good movie.
I like that
It
one.
is a good movie.
Any other
he
news on
hasn't
your
seen
list?
it.
King Kong Skull Island trailer.
Ugh.
John Goodman's in
Jack
it though.
Black in it.
Oh, is he
I
playing
wish.
King Kong?
Jack Black. Yeah, John Goodman. Rah! Sam Jackson's in it.
Of course
Tom
he
Hiddleston.
Is John Goodman the new giant creature movie guy? Is that him? Like, because he was in Cloverfield, right?
Is
Wasn't he in the-
Harambe in it?
Oh, no.
No, Harambe.
Get out of here, B-Sap.
Yeah, that was so insensitive.
I want to give a shout out to Harambe right now, real quick.
Same.
What a guy.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
What a guy.
So is John Goodman the new giant monster movie guy? Because
I hope so.
He was in Cloverfield.
But he's excellent in everything. He's never been in a bad movie.
He was in. Yes, he was. You want to hear which one?
Yeah, he's been in a bad movie.
Transformers.
But he's never been bad in them.
The last one, whatever it was called. Transformers.
The
4.
most recent one.
Yeah, he
bet.
plays.
John Goodman.
No, he plays Hound, one of my favorite Transformers. He's an army jeep, like a Humvee, and he's so cool in the show because he's really like straight. He's like Colonel Campbell as a Transformer, right?
That's
Oh,
the
that's
nicest
fantastic.
Transformer.
Yeah, but in this movie, he plays like he's smoking a cigar. How is a giant transforming robot?
It doesn't matter.
Smoke a cigar.
The
That's
kids
number one.
like it.
It's so
Vape.
stupid.
It sells.
He's cursing in the movie. I'm like, why are the Transformers cursing? Like, they wouldn't curse. Like,
Does that even exist on the
Do they even
planet?
know curse words?
Yeah.
they know him.
Yeah,
Michael
especially
Bay
those
knows.
two
I know
racist.
Yeah, yeah.
The two racist ones in like the second movie.
Ugh.
I couldn't get through the second movie.
No,
I couldn't get through the first.
I know the first movie was alright.
Joe and Mike said that
Joe, hey, Mike.
they're gonna go see the new Transformers movie and just tell me how great it was, just so that I go see it. But I'm not going unless someone pays for me. Not going.
I'll pay for you, Mr. Roy.
Yes, I'm gonna go. What else you got? Anything else on the news?
I think I'm done.
I got news.
Oh, okay.
One
Whoa.
piece. So
Wow.
remember last week when we were talking about Alden?
Yes, Alden Ehrenreich. He's confirmed.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
now that's been confirmed for the Han Solo
the
movie.
trilogy.
Yes, he's been signed on for 3 movies, which makes me very concerned.
No, is that official? Is that
Yeah, well,
doesn't
not
necessarily mean he's going to be in all three as
But why?
as
It's-
No, he's going to play
star.
Chewbacca.
No, as the star. He could just like appear.
Well, I know Kathleen Kennedy confirmed
I
that he's not in Rogue One, so that throws that out of the equation.
Yeah, but
There's
like-
no reason for him to be in
For
Rogue One.
example, if there was like a like a Boba Fett movie, which is probably going to happen.
I'm disgusted with it. Boba Fett is a
like he could just
loser.
run into him at the bar, and they could have a nice exchange.
You know what I'd like?
That could be that.
I'd
could
like
be a
an
scene.
Old Republic movie.
Yeah, I would love that.
Republic, or young Han Solo growing up on the Wookiee farm
God
on Kashyyyk.
damn, young Han Solo movie ruining Han Solo.
I'm really
You
against
can't
this
I
movie.
heard it got great.
You
I don't
honestly...
care. Is it Harrison Ford?
Exactly, you can't have...
It's Eldon Ehrenreich.
Yeah, exactly. You can't have
He's
Han
no
Solo
Harrison Ford.
unless it's Harrison Ford. Like, I don't care.
I think as long as the performance is good, because no one looks like Harrison Ford. He's just so,
Right, which is why no one should play
Except for
Han
that-
Solo.
that-
There's
Harrison
not
Ford
much.
They should
What
have
of the story
retired
is there
the
to
number.
tell?
They should.
You know,
They should retire the character
The 3
of Han
things that
Solo.
they're gonna cover: the Kessel Run, finding Chewbacca, and how he got the Falcon. That's it. That's really
No, how he gets into debt with Jabba.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty simple concept.
And,
He
probably
needs
how he
money,
meets
goes to
Lando.
Jabba, Jabba gives him. Doesn't
Yeah.
my hope is that he like screws over Lando.
But isn't that
somehow.
why he does the Kessel Run? Is that
No,
to get away from
because
Jabba?
he's a smuggler.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's
it's a
smuggling
run.
spice.
Ooh,
So smuggling some spices.
from the Orient? Or the Orient of the far, far away galaxy?
Look,
Look,
all I know is he did the Kessel Run to avoid some supernovas and black holes and whatnot. Space.
what even
stuff.
is the Kessel Run?
It's a
It's a smuggling
it's a
route.
smuggling run, but the way it works is
Yes,
you have to go.
Or walk if you're not athletic.
You have to go
Climb.
around a couple of supernovas, but he's so good that he went
How
straight
good is
through.
he? Very good.
That he went
How
straight-
good is he?
He
He's
went
Han
straight
Solo.
through, and
Han
he didn't,
Solo.
get eaten up by a supernova or a black hole. So that's
would-
less than 12 parsecs,
Science.
which is a unit of
Science.
time.
Imagine
think
he
they
just
can-
like used MapQuest and it was like to avoid toll roads, use.
No, he was using Google Maps, and
Yeah.
he was on a bridge, and it told him to turn left while he was on the bridge, and it somehow, he lived and got through.
Interesting.
I have another question.
Yes.
I forgot my question.
Nice.
They're
wait.
the Flash Arrow CW trailers. You guys see them? The Flash and Arrow
The hit trailer?
trailers? Yeah.
No. Why do I not hear
I
any
didn't
of
see
this?
the Arrow one, but I watched the Flash one and where
When did it come out?
at Comic Con.
Oh
Is it
my god,
Flashpoint?
I gotta look it up.
It's Flashpoint. Officially, it's Flashpoint.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be
Why
okay.
more
They had,
time traveling? I just want to see him beat up people at
Dang.
Well,
lightning
because the
speeds.
last season ended with him saving his mom. That's got to mess everything
Okay,
up.
Flashpoint's
It did?
actually
Yeah.
pretty
I
He
didn't watch
saves his
the
mom
finale.
again.
No, like this time he,
He
saved his
legitimately
mom.
saved
All
his
the other
mom.
times he decided not to at the very end.
Idiot.
Well, he did this time, and that's how they got
Okay,
into
Flashpoint's actually a really cool story.
But they're gonna mess it up because they
They
don't
are
have
gonna
any
You know
mess
what's
it
up?
up.
It's on that. I
This
mean, it's
Barry Allen is a
crybaby.
Yeah.
He's gonna get to the new world and start crying.
And they don't
That
have
is the word I was
and there's no
thinking of.
Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need Batman, you need Aquaman, you need Wonder Woman. Those are
Yeah.
key characters.
Well, I think
They're gonna have Green Arrow.
they're gonna have
mean, I'd be
Batman's
fine with
dad,
that.
the guy from Watchmen who played
Jeffrey
the
Dean
Joker.
Morgan.
The guy who played the
he better not go on
Not
that.
the Joker,
because
the
he's-
comedian.
Yes, I know. He's too good for that universe.
Well, he wants to play Thomas Gordon.
I
As
know.
is Stephen
Thomas
Bell.
Wayne.
Thomas Wayne.
Gordon.
Jeez.
I was gonna say that'd be wacky.
Jim Gordon.
Jim Gordon's cousin.
Cool.
I'm
They're
Tom.
related.
But yeah, that it kind of looked cool. They had Wally in his Kid Flash outfit, which looked
Yeah.
really good actually.
Looks fine.
Is
Looks
Jesse
fine.
Quick a thing yet?
I don't like the leather.
They haven't shown her in the trailer. You didn't see Jessie Quick in the trailer, right?
I didn't watch the
There
trailer.
are pictures of her
Violet Bean?
in like memes and stuff.
Yeah, but I think those are fan made.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Then no, I haven't seen anything on her. Before we move on to other things, I just want to say that this is probably going to be our last podcast for the summer.
Aww.
yeah.
Said no one.
So, because people are going on vacation.
But Suicide Squad.
I know. BSAP's
Oh,
going on
I
vacation
thought-
for like 3 weeks.
I thought you were gonna say, but suicide. I was like, what?
Our next episode,
But Squad.
no matter when we do it, our next episode will be a review of the Suicide Squad.
It
Because
will be.
a
I will
lot of-
make. I will make sure.
Yeah, no, we definitely will. Also, when the new school year begins, I mentioned last week that I want to make the podcast its own club, separate from the Sci-Fi club, and we need some help in the behind-the-scenes area. So
we need
if
some reporters.
Email some BSAP. Email
Yeah,
BSAP.
seriously, email me.
we need
We'll
people
get an interview
for
process.
we need people to manage the YouTube channel, the website, the Twitter handle. I would like to have writers for the website, people to review movies, TVs, comic books,
Particularly,
video
I'm
games.
being dead serious here. If any of you are taking journalism next year, you could use. No, I'm being serious. Roll your eyes, but you could use some of your skills. Put 'em
People who aren't going into journalism next
I'm
year,
not
you can
s-
also be part of it.
Oh,
But
yeah,
yes,
you could.
but if you are going into the journalism class, this would definitely help
This
you.
will
with
look
your
good if
writing
you want to
skills.
go to St. Bonaventure because Chris.
You never know.
Chris, big fan.
Videographers to maybe tape or live record the podcast. So if you're into any of that or have any interest in that, it could also lead to being on the show eventually because we do have 3 guys who are seniors this year. We're gonna
Four.
graduate.
Four.
Four?
Miani.
3.5.
I don't know what
okay.
Miani is.
Miani's kind of
Wow,
half.
the whole crew.
Whole crew.
Except
Wow.
me.
It's gonna be you and Pegno.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to Esteban Rivera. He seems pretty with
What
it.
about
Mike Moran.
Yeah,
Mike Moran, too. I was speaking
You should
to
And
him
you
as
know
well.
I'm gonna make guest appearances
And
when
I-
I come back.
I
from
will.
You bet
the
every
road.
time you
I
guys
will
come back.
too,
you
yeah,
better
yeah.
be
Every
there.
time I come back, I will barge
For
down
Rogue
the door.
One. For episode 8.
I will barge down the door of 3K.
We can,
Yeah.
we can have it at my house. We can have a.
And
Right.
also,
A barbecue?
Also,
barbecue.
when we
In
do stuff
December.
like that, I would like to remove the non-current members.
Oh yeah,
To,
absolutely.
to like
Yeah,
remove
yeah.
the people who aren't current.
No, it'll be
members.
only an original cast.
Only original cast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like
But
a reunion.
But,
Revival.
No, but I'm also gonna want.
Revival.
I feel like I'm also gonna want to do it with the new members.
we
No, we
okay.
could do
I feel
that.
like that'd be
listen,
cool.
Listen,
we could do that, but
It boil-
they can't handle episode 8.
Oh,
it
no.
boils down to: do we have enough microphones? And if not, who's going to pay for extras?
I'll pay for them if
No, you
we have
won't.
to.
No, you
Yes,
won't.
I will.
Extras.
I'll do it.
We'll figure that out. We'll cross that
Well,
bridge when we get to it.
Anyway,
I can't.
The new Star Trek movie,
Ugh.
Star Trek Beyond.
Beyond.
It was meh.
Beyond
Pretty
what?
good.
yeah, it's probably
More
meh.
terrible movies.
I liked it. It
I
was
like-
fun.
People hate the second one. The second one's personally my favorite.
This was definitely better than the second one.
I like the second
It
one.
was definitely better than
What's,
X-Men Apocalypse.
what's the second
Yes,
one?
definitely better than
It was so much better than X-Men Apocalypse. The
Why,
second one
wait,
was
why are we
Into
comparing
Darkness.
this?
It
Wait,
is.
why are we comparing this to X-Men Apocalypse?
Okay.
Just because I wanted to.
Because they're both bad movies.
No, this one was actually entertaining.
It's entertaining. It's a solid 7. It's just
Who directed it?
it's just the movie.
I give it
I will say,
I give
Star
it
Trek.
2 saps. The lower the sap, the better, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give it 2 saps out of 5.
Okay, so that's
That's like a 3 out of 5.
yeah.
Who directed
No, it's
it?
more. It's
Really?
not
I
like
gave it a higher score
it's-
than you.
It's like a.
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5.
But
I
what
gave it a
happens in the
7
movie?
7 out of
I don't
10.
understand.
All these different rating systems. What happened? Spoiler alert.
No, it's like a 3 out
Yeah,
of
We
Well,
5.
didn't
I'm
wait.
never gonna
Time
see
out.
it.
Can we just choose a number from now on, like a
All
7?
right, out of 5.
No, out of 10.
Out of 10.
No,
out
out
of
of
5.
5.
Out of 5 doesn't
All right, I
work.
give it 8.
I think the
Thank
SAP method is
But,
the
that,
best
but that's
method.
how all critics in
No, out of 10.
No, everyone does
out
it.
of 10.
Critics do it out of
no.
4.
Read the Daily News. It's out of 5 stars.
As a
Critics
person
do it out
who
of
did
4.
this,
IMDb out of 10.
IMDb
All right,
is
we'll
out of
go-
10.
we'll do
And
the IMDb.
Metacritic is out of 100%.
I enjoy
which
the
is
SAP
10.
method.
Yeah, so
I get confused with the SAP method.
You just want less SAPs. The
right,
less SAPs,
so
the better.
out of 10 saps. You know,
10 being the worst.
10 being
10
worse.
is like-
Imagine
how
if
many
you had
would-
10
All right,
saps,
fine.
Mr. Roy.
Then I give it 2 saps.
Okay, that's good.
Three
So that's an
saps.
equal of an 8, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
3
So two
saps.
Who
3 saps,
directed
that's
it?
7. The guy who directed The Fast and the Furious.
That guy.
Was it James Wan?
It's James Wayne.
No.
I will say
no,
Star
no,
Trek
no.
is-
That
he,
guy, he did the last
He
one.
was Saw. No, he did not do the last one.
James Wayne did Furious. What was it, 6?
I don't know. I'm
He
running.
did one of them.
There are so many Furious.
Be right back.
With Star Trek, I do enjoy their new cast of like Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto.
Yes, they worked very well together.
Who were they?
Chris Pine is Kirk.
Zachary Quinto is Spock.
Loser.
Okay.
The guy
Carl
from
Urban is Bones.
the guy from the what fast food chain is that? The White Castle movie. You know
There's
the
a
White Ca-
what?
The White Castle movie. You know the White Castle movie?
That exists.
Are you kidding me? Is,
John movie.
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle?
Oh
you
my
don't know about
God.
this? You would
You don't
love
know
this.
Harold and Kumar movies? Oh, they're hysterical.
Justin Lin. Sorry.
Anyway.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And
Apologies to James
No,
Wan.
It's okay.
He plays
Thank you,
Zulu.
Bagno.
He plays Zulu.
Who's
Sulu.
Zulu.
George Takei.
Yeah. It's that phase.
There's actually
It's
some
fabulous.
controversy with that, but I really don't want to get into it because of
Yes.
what
Yeah.
happened last
But-
week.
And they hinted out Sulu being.
He's very upset about it.
Yeah, he's upset about it, but
He
should
that's
be.
that's the character. You know.
I like
anytime
what
you're
they
in
do.
Star Trek, I'd be very upset.
But I think I'm going to bring this up, and now I need all of you to be
Respectful.
Respectful of this.
Professional.
I'll staple my lips.
I think you
So-
should need to take a step back from the mic just in case you say something under your breath.
George Takei played Sulu, who is openly
Gay.
homosexual,
Okay.
right?
He's set phasers.
The actor is.
the actor,
He's the guy who says set phasers
Yes.
to fabulous. That's his thing.
right? Which now BSAP has adopted into his into canon.
Absolutely not.
Because there's a picture of Seth with that
And it's on the
face
website.
it.
I want
And it's
that. I
on the
want it
web-
off. Now that I know the origin. Nope.
And
I made that, by the way.
in the original series, in the original Star Trek series, Sulu was not portrayed
he's
as
a
a
dude.
homosexual, right? Just a dude. In this movie, there is a.
Very strong indication.
I thought it was
Pretty-
extremely subtle and done very well.
It's very well done, but it's very obvious.
Well, they go to a station, like a space station, and they all get off the Enterprise. And his husband meets him at the space station with,
With his
son,
daughter.
with his daughter. And they say hello, they embrace a little bit, and they walk away. I thought it was perfectly done. It wasn't thrown in your face. It wasn't
Yeah.
over the top. I
No,
thought
it
it
works.
was perfectly done. But George Takei had a huge problem with
Huge.
problem with,
Huge.
with him being
Huge.
portrayed as a homosexual in the movie.
But he's gay. Is he gay?
He's gay in real life.
And he has a problem.
He's a very big,
advocate
of
of gay things.
Gay pride.
Does he think it was almost like a cop-out type thing?
I have no idea.
What's so funny, Mr. Roy?
So
BSAP
silly.
is acting. I don't know what
He
BSAP's
lost
doing.
it.
Oh, I just made up my own theory.
Okay,
Because-
BSAP does not know how to.
He's very.
BSAP is one of the worst people.
I think he might be too immature for St. Bonaventure.
He is very immature
Chris, you hearing this?
and very unprofessional.
Chris stopped listening, I think, after we gave him a shout out.
I think so.
He's
too.
like, all right, I got it. He's still in.
But that I thought that was. I don't know why that was a big uproar on the internet. I
BSAP
thought,
sped their
Oh,
star-
I know exactly why it's a big
Or-
uproar on the internet because it involves
Because
the word gay.
Tumblr.
yeah, it's true. Which is a shame because it was. I thought it was done very well. Like it was almost like it didn't even.
But
happen.
once again, what's the reason for it other than political correctness?
or
You do
just
like the fact
trying
that-
to.
Wait a sec. Wait.
This
wait.
is the world we live in today. And
No, I'm not accepting of this. What if?
Pause.
Why do
No,
we
no.
have to cater to political correctness all the time? It would carry.
I don't think. At some point, it's not going to be politically. It's not a question of political correctness.
It's already there.
Because it's life. Because people show up at the airport and they pick up their husbands, and that's what happened in the movie.
I
know-
get that part,
you know?
but I just feel this is more politically correct than.
On it,
They
like,
never
like if
said
this
okay,
was
wait.
2004, then
They never
like I
said
wouldn't
that-
be saying this. But
They,
it's
okay, wait.
You didn't even see the movie, so you don't even know what you're talking about.
And they also you've never seen Star Trek.
Yeah, I'm not seeing Star Trek.
BSAP, I would like you to smack yourself in the face.
Oh, he did it.
He did it too. You heard that.
But I thought,
Good.
besides that had nothing to do with
Anyway.
how I liked the movie or
Anyway.
not. But I thought it was fun. I
it was
thought it
good.
was funny.
Good scene.
The
I like Bones and Spock's adventures.
Bones is
together.
the beast.
yeah,
Bones
like,
is like my favorite character.
this was
Spock
like
the
the guy
best.
that does this.
Spock is.
this was the first
He does
The
like
Vulcan.
this.
Star Trek movie that I really thought they were friends in it. You know, like
Yes, there was some Yes, there was some intimacy.
Yeah, because if you listen or watch rather the original Star Trek movies, they are really tight knit group that have been together
They're
for
a lot of friends.
very long time.
And they had the spoiler alert. I guess if you haven't seen it by now, you don't
it's only been out for like 3 days.
If you haven't seen it by now, no, it's been out for a week.
All right, no, we can spoil it, but
Yeah, I don't
there's
care.
nothing else you want to say before we spoil it.
Yeah, there's nothing else. I liked
Spoiler.
it. It's good. Give it the Rogue One.
Idris Elba was great, and I didn't even know he was in it.
Oh, he's in it.
He's in it. He plays the bad guy.
The villain fell a little flat for me.
Not Khan.
The
What?
villain fell a little flat
Isn't
for
that
me.
the only Star
I
Trek
thought
villain?
I felt that he really didn't have much. Maybe this is just me, but I really didn't feel like he had much drive.
the villain was a little weak, but Alba's
Performance
brought it.
He was
brought it up.
good as the villain. The
Yes.
villain's character
Yeah.
was not that good.
I
know, I don't
completely
like
agree.
I personally
I mean,
liked
that happens
Khan
a lot in
more.
Here's my problem. This is my problem with movies in general nowadays, and this is my problem with this. They make very weak villains, and two, the villains' plans are always garbage, and 3, the villains always end in complete and total failure.
Like for me, one of my favorite movie villains is like Biff Tannen. Okay, very simple villain. Okay, he just wants to get the kids.
Time out 1 second. Who's Biff Tannen? What movie is he from?
This is
Butthead.
what?
Butthead. That's a humongous hint.
This is one of your.
It's a huge hint.
This is one of your Stump the Sap questions early.
Huge.
Who is Biff Tannen? 5,
4.
4. Or what
3.
movie? I'll just say what movie he was
Can I
in.
get a hint?
1.
Yeah, Back to the
Rogue
Future.
1, 7, 6, 5.
All right, he doesn't.
All right, he's stumped.
Tell him.
Stumped. It's from Back to the Future.
Oh,
That's Marty's
We gotta get a stump
nemesis.
sound effect.
More
Actually,
George's.
More George's nemesis. Yeah.
Well, both of theirs.
Right, but good.
Anyway, so his goals are very clear. He just wants to go to the dance with Lorraine. He's a jerk, and it's so simple. You know, you don't need to overcomplicate these villains. Spoiler alert: Idris Elba was like a human, and he turned into some weird monster man.
He's basically a disgruntled military man, because the Federation, which is what
The Trade Federation.
no.
We just wanted the peace.
The Federation is where the Enterprise is now.
Okay.
Like
That's a ship, right?
the Enterprise is the ship.
Is the ship.
But they belong to this worldwide peacekeeping
It's
organization.
the discount Star Destroyer, right?
Yes. Well, no, it's not. It's not nearly that big.
Star Trek came first. Just
Star
gonna say
Trek
that.
did come first.
Did it?
Yeah,
Yes.
60s.
Are you
by,
sure?
By
I'm a-
15 years.
I'm
Yeah.
Really?
100% certain.
It was
So
like
that- so
it was
that
early
means-
60s.
So that means George Lucas is even more of a genius because he took an awful franchise and
my
made a
God.
good one out of it.
yeah.
Okay, whoa. So you're telling me
Coming from the people who have never seen Star Trek.
I have never seen Star
Trekkies
Trek.
are not good at anything.
coming from the guy who's not good at anything.
This took a turn for the worst.
All right, I think we're gonna do a little Star Trek versus Star Wars here.
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it. Let's do
Come on,
it.
John.
Come on.
Scrub
Let's
them.
get him.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What are we doing? I don't understand what this means.
Anything right now.
Basically.
Okay, which franchise has good movies? Star Wars.
Okay.
Wars.
Star Trek has a couple of good movies.
Every movie gets a con.
And can we go over something? Just a little bit.
You're so naive
Let's go
about
over
this
characters.
topic.
Let's go over characters.
Let's go,
So
come
you
on.
have Jim Kirk, who is the captain of the ship, and he's a womanizer.
I have Captain
And-
Han
whoa,
Solo.
Whoa, whoa, wait.
Exactly,
And you
that's what I'm
also
getting at.
have Sulu, who flies the ship. Solo sounds kind of similar.
Like I said, George Lucas took what is a bad franchise and used some elements of it
Okay,
and made
hold
a good
on.
one.
I think we can admit that Star Trek is not a bad franchise.
It is definitely
can.
not a
There
bad
are
franchise.
millions of huge fans,
Huge.
just like there are millions of
You mean billions.
fans, billions of fans for Star Trek, Star Wars.
Yes.
Okay, it's been
Millions.
around. It's been around a long time. It's a very.
It is
it's there.
established.
When did
It's
it come out?
an
Did it come out in the
established franchise.
60s?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me
early
ask you this: when you
60s.
think of
63?
beloved
I
sci-fi
think that's
movies,
it.
what do you think? Do you think of?
I think of all the movies that
Con?
you haven't seen.
That's not what
All
I'm
right, yeah,
saying.
no, he just eliminated.
I mean,
you
come
from the
on.
argument.
Don't you
KO.
dare! Don't you dare say that.
BSAP
Anyway.
has. Okay, basically, John's team is composed of John because
Right.
BSAP has
And
no real
He's
worth
like, but
as a human being.
and the Kathleen Kennedy.
All right, the Killing Joke.
Anyway,
No, we got to keep doing this.
No, we're good.
that was just
Did
a
we
little
did
bit.
we just win?
I think-
No,
yeah,
no
we
one
won.
won. Just a draw.
I say we won.
That's no fun.
Fine, we won.
We'll reorganize it into the
Because we've
Galactic
seen-
episode.
Yeah, we can
That
make that
could be a whole
show.
episode.
We can make that a show.
We've seen Star Trek and Star Wars. We can actually make an educated argument about it.
I think that they both have the
Pros and cons.
pros and cons.
Yeah.
They
Mainly
both have
cons.
Star
pros and
Wars
cons.
is a lot simpler. You know?
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Star Trek is very complex.
Yes.
Not very
That makes
complex,
the
but it's
movies terrible.
I'm
and
just saying.
complex.
You can't know
storylines in my
you
head.
can't argue that something's bad if you've never seen it.
Yeah, that's very true.
I just did.
All right, The Killing Joke
And you
came out
failed.
last week. Anybody? I know
It was bad.
Bad.
It was not
I haven't even
bad.
seen
Five
it.
out of 10.
I didn't see it yet. I want to see it, and
Okay.
I know it's not
Have
bad.
you read The
Let me-
Killing Joke?
Yes.
You have?
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
A long time ago.
What's it about?
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
just give me a general idea.
I don't remember.
A general idea.
A while
What's
ago.
the Joker trying
It's
to do?
with the killing and the joke and the joke.
What's the Joker
Bill
trying to
Cosby
do?
Again.
narrated.
No, I
Like,
don't remember. I
Filling
really don't
and the
remember.
joke
I
and
don't
the-
remember.
What's the Joker trying to do?
I don't
What's he
remember.
trying to do to Jim
Oh,
Gordon?
Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear words I'm saying? I read it a while
right.
ago. I don't
So-
remember.
Wait, Jim Gordon's the
Piece of
president,
garbage.
right?
Let me give
He's
you
the
just-
mayor.
Let me give you a rundown of the movie. If you read the comic and you liked the comic, then
It's a graphic novel.
and you want the don't just let me talk. I know you don't. I know you didn't like it.
I'm just gonna have a munchkin.
Okay, go ahead.
There are
Munchkin.
no more.
I want a munchkin too.
They basically took the comic word for word and made it a script,
Nice.
which is great.
Is that
They
great?
they made the movie basically using the panels as a storyboard.
They did use the pencils.
Was it animated?
It was animated, fully animated. Yeah, it wasn't like
Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna
the
say, if
dr-
they just showed me like images of a comic strip, that'd be pretty.
yeah, it wasn't a
busy.
slideshow. The drawing was exactly like the comic book. Everything looked exactly like the comic. Don't you say a word.
It's false.
Don't say a word.
You know what I like
The comic
about
book
it?
looked better.
No, whatever.
You know what I like about it? It's 2D animation. We don't have a lot of those.
Yeah,
these
no,
days.
it's old school like 90s
like that.
animation. It was great. Don't say anything yet.
What's great about 90s animation?
You're getting me
The Lion
triggered.
King was made in the 90s.
That's true, yeah. There you got me there.
The thing that they changed, so the whole comic part of it was exactly the same.
Right.
What they did change was they added a half an hour prologue. We're gonna call it a prologue.
Ruin the movie.
Half an hour,
Yeah.
Yes.
How long is the rest of it?
The whole movie-
45 minutes.
an hour and
Wait, it's a
37
half
minutes
hour
is the
plus
total.
45?
Yes.
It's about an hour and 15-minute movie from beginning to end.
Ooh.
No,
Yes.
it was perfect. It was a good time. It was. Let me finish. And
Finish
you,
quicker
and then you
because I'm
can-
going to bring it right up to a 10.
Well, if you stop interrupting me, so then I'll finish.
Boom, roasted.
They basically wanted to establish why Barbara Gordon wasn't Batgirl anymore. Okay.
Oh.
Because at the beginning of The Killing Joke,
Yeah.
she's not. Spoiler alert. At the beginning of The Killing Joke, she has stopped being Batgirl.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which they turned a.
Wait.
And she gets
talking.
She gets
Right.
kidnapped.
Kind of. So they want to establish why she stopped being Batgirl. So they made up this story that had like a villain that she fought that was getting a little too close to her. It was like her Joker, right? Like the guy was
Like one step away from being the Joker.
like one step away from being the Joker. Like she would every time they fought each other, he loved that they were just together in a room, and he lived to fight her and to be near her, even though he's her villain.
See, it's creepier when it's creepier like that.
It's a girl and a guy.
And then
Not two
Batman,
dudes.
and then Batman's like, listen, I know what's going on here. I know what kind of villain he is. You need to step back from this and let me handle this because it's getting too close to you. And she gets all pissed that he doesn't want her in the action anymore. So she kind of like gets into a little fight with him, and then that fight leads into them being very
Intimate.
very intimate. And then that part's over, and then the Killing Joke starts. And a
So
lot
it
of people did not like that.
sounds
Can I
a
begin?
waste- It sounds like a waste of time.
In the
I loved it.
during the
That
prologue,
sounds edgy.
there
It
was,
was extremely edgy.
When I went during the prologue, there was roaring laughter during the scenes that were supposed to be dead serious.
Right. I feel like the Killing Joke should not be
When
filled
when
with
the
laughter.
intimacy began
Although-
between them two,
Although, wait.
Laughter.
You saw that?
Oh, it was
Although,
That's
I will say though, if people were laughing at the serious parts of the movie, that's kind of ironic.
yeah.
it was like there wasn't any like nudity.
No, like personally, I like the irony of what Pegno just said. People are like laughing during the killing.
Yeah,
joke.
people were like, they're like it sounded like a comedy laugh track when you watch Full House.
I know that's amazing.
Nobody laughed in my theater. I think that all happened in his head. That all happened in his head.
Anyway.
But
Okay.
I thought the story. Besides that one scene that they didn't have to be intimate. Like that was a little much. But
That scene needed to be. That scene needed to be 4 minutes long. Okay.
You wanted a 4-minute intimacy scene, Pegno?
No. The prologue. They didn't need to have a prologue.
I thought it was. I thought it was cool.
You take
seeing,
so much liberty with the first half of the movie, and then you do a verbatim for the next 45.
I thought it was cool to see a Batgirl story. It was a half-an-hour Batgirl.
Make
cartoon.
a different movie.
I thought it was cool.
Do you know why we needed a half-hour Batgirl story?
Oh boy.
Political correctness.
Exactly.
I loved
Actually,
it. I
because
thought it was
rest
great.
my
Well,
case.
actually, I think the reason that they did it was that the only criticism the Killing Joke ever got was that they never explained the Batgirl thing.
Yeah, you could have just said, you could have started with an opening scene saying, I've given up being Batgirl after it's given me so much trouble. That's it. That's
Yeah,
all you need.
that's compelling.
You don't need...
They needed to make the movie an hour and something. They couldn't
Yeah,
just give
they
you.
couldn't give
You
you like
couldn't
a-
pay $15 to see a 35-minute movie.
It was
You
15
could have made
bucks.
the 10-minute, or no, probably 5-minute interaction between Batman and the Joker just a smidge longer, because easily that was the best part of the movie.
So I'm gonna say this is two movies. It's a prologue.
Did they do like
Yes.
everything in the comic? 'Cause
Everything.
That comic gets
Everything.
pretty. That comic gets pretty edgy.
Everything. He is being dragged around on a leash, no clothes on.
That's edgy.
That's
it
edgy.
didn't need to be rated R, though. You
no,
didn't see nothing.
I didn't think it had to be rated R either, but
It's not Japanese. So it doesn't count.
wasn't that like one of his like suggestions last week with a
No.
nine-tailed fox?
Ding, ding, ding. The gun, get the gun.
All the way over there. Do not hit it though.
Again, another one.
Okay.
Another one.
Okay. I don't know. I heard nine-tailed fox. I figured that's
Explain
what it
this
was
after the
Ghana
podcast.
was dead.
John is on the floor.
We'll explain this later.
No.
This movie was awful.
Oh God.
All right, so I like the Killing Joke. Pegno didn't like the Killing Joke.
I thought that the stuff...
If you here, how about this? How about this? If you liked the comic,
I
you
love
will
the comic.
you will like the second half of the movie. Let's just talk about the second half of the movie.
Well, with me, when I read the comic book,
Yeah.
I read it very quickly, because it's a
Okay.
very short read. It's
Yeah.
like a 20 to 30-minute read.
Right.
And it takes a toll on you when it's 45 minutes. Because, like, these parts, it kind of drags when it's not Batman and the Joker.
Especially when you're
This
already
ca-
upset from the prologue.
Yes, when Hamill and Conroy have just excellent chemistry.
Yeah, they're great.
And that part where they're together and he's, like, telling jokes and Batman
love
starts
that. It's the
laughing,
best.
it's excellent.
Mark Hamill's
like
my
that
hero.
10 minutes, I had a smile on my face. I really enjoyed it. The other...
He had a smile on his face.
I had a smile on my face.
He had a smile on his face.
I just loved how they used the comic as a script.
I mean, that's what they did for The Watchmen, and that
They
didn't-
even made the song because in the middle there's a part where the Joker's like singing a song.
Yeah, that didn't work for
to
me
Gordon, and they animated it and put music to it. And
How's
stuff. It was
Hamill's
pretty cool.
performance?
Unbelievable.
Stellar?
He's
Mark
excellent.
Hamill
He's
is
excellent
God.
as the Joker.
He's
Okay.
amazing.
There was
Okay.
a video on Facebook from Comic-Con where someone asked him to read
Oh yeah.
some of the comic on stage.
No, you know, I saw a video on Facebook of some guy in one of the panels asking Mark Hamill to do his Joker voice, telling Luke Skywalker that he's his.
Oh, that's
Wait, have
cool.
you seen the table read where they read episode 4 script? No, it was episode 7. No, it was 6's script.
No, I've never actually seen it. I'm shocked.
No. But like they recast everyone. So Mark Hamill was playing Palpatine. No, but it was like
Oh, that's
really,
cool.
It was really entertaining. He was like, he was
And
doing-
James Earl Jones as a.
No, I think it was and you know who Judith Verlander is?
Yeah.
He's in 30 Rock. He was Chewbacca. It was just like really funny. You should find it.
Sounds cute.
Oh, I think Andy Serkis was someone.
Was James Earl Jones cast as Princess Leia?
That would have been funny.
All right, I give
I
the Killing
love
Joke 1 sap.
I
Ooh.
give the stop with the numbers. I'm done.
You made
wait,
me.
It's like golf.
I know. Wait. So is that a 9 out of
That's a
10 for
9
you?
out of 10.
I'm
9
gonna
out of
give
10.
it 5.
That's crazy.
5 saps.
That's crazy.
You'd think it was worth 5 Brandon
Imagine,
Saps.
yeah, imagine you had 5 of him.
Yeah, it's 5. I give it a 5.5. So 4.5 saps. So
Actually, I think 1 sap is the worst. I can't imagine more than 1 sap.
10 saps.
Too bad.
Thank you.
There's
Thank you.
nothing
What does
that
that
bad.
lead you to
There's
do?
nothing
Listen,
worse.
you
than 2
chose the
saps.
number scale.
Yeah, yeah.
This is true.
I guess you could do it as like things that annoy you. Like annoying aspects of it are equivalent to like one sap.
Well, the way I rate movies is I start at a 5, and if it gets better,
Right.
I go up, or in this case, I go down.
I give it a 4.5
So
out
you
of 5.
start at a meh, and you usually
I
end it on a meh.
started. It's just the movie,
Yeah,
and if it
everybody
offends
goes
me in any
Start
way,
and ended as a meh.
it offends me in any way, I go down. Like that's where Batman vs Superman lands at a 4 out of 10, non-sap scale, because I was offended by how awful it was, and then
See, the only reason I didn't give it a 10 out of 10 or a 0 saps is
Zero
So,
saps is a
that's
perfect
beautiful.
world.
isn't that a beautiful thing? Was because like I read the comic 2 days before I saw the movie, and it was an exact
it's the same thing.
translation of the comic.
You should have brought
And
the
then I'm
comic
like,
and
you
just
know
read
what?
it.
Like we always complain that they
Yeah.
don't take from the source material, and it's not exactly what I'm
when-
expecting.
I
And then
personally-
when it did, I was like, oh man, I really wish they would have taken it a little somewhere different. And I think that's why the
Yes.
prologue helped me like it. You know,
I would rather
Because it was new.
right?
I would have rather them done an entirely.
Like it was exact.
I would have rather them done a new story.
Why?
No. Add new elements. Like keep the same
You just want to hear
storyline.
Mark Hamill as the Joker.
I just want to see more. I wanted to see more of the Joker because the Joker isn't in the first 30 minutes. Keep in mind. Mm-hmm. And Batman is rarely
yeah,
in it at
meanwhile,
all too.
meanwhile, this thing is called The Killing Joke.
Yeah, and I want to see the killing and the joke.
Exactly.
I didn't see any of that
Well,
for the first
apparently
30.
with the laughing, it was joke, at least.
Yeah. The sex scene was. The intimacy scene was funny.
All right, so let's move into our main
Darth
topic,
Vader.
I guess, from 2 weeks ago. We're gonna very quickly go through these. I don't
Oh,
think
God.
it's necessary to go deep into them.
Like
Just
we
give
did.
we did our favorite science fiction worlds, and I think we did maybe 3 or 4 each last time. But we're just gonna do one.
One.
We'll just go around one.
Juan.
My friend Joe and Mike
Hey Joe, hey Mike.
were here for that episode, and it got ruined after we recorded it. Joe's favorite science fiction world, the world he wanted to live in, was Marvel's New York City. So he wanted to be able to walk, because he's from Queens, and he wanted to be able to walk around his neighborhood and perhaps see Spider-Man or perhaps see Iron Man.
I don't want to live there.
Yeah, no, it seems pretty dangerous.
There's always blue lights shooting up in the sky and
buildings get
and
knocked
buildings
down.
falling down. Don't live in the DC world.
Yeah, the train must be a nightmare in the Marvel,
God.
Yeah, everyone's always having fights on the train.
right?
Hey, welcome to the
Delays
D-train.
on the track.
My friend Mike wanted to be in Ready Player One's universe. Now, I don't recall. I never was a part of or read Ready Player One. So do any of you guys know what that
I know what
world's
it's
about?
kind of about, but I've never actually read it.
I texted him and asked him for a description, which he never gave me one. So thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks,
it's on my
Mike.
brother's summer reading list.
I
Get
It is
for like
it
ninth
is-
graders.
Oh, I forgot little Pagano's
Yeah,
coming.
he's
this
coming
year.
next year.
Ew.
I don't know.
If you've ever met him, you'll know.
My friend Chris that came last week,
Hey Chris.
he gave us a sci-fi world of Winona Earp. Did you ever hear of this show? Winona Earp.
What is this show?
It's like Wyatt Earp, right? But it's a Western where you kill zombies and vampires with a special Colt 45.
nope.
He says it's much like the show Supernatural
Abe Lincoln, Vampire Slayer.
or Winona
Fantastic
Earp.
movie.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but that's the world he wants to live in. He wants to live in a Wild West world where you kill zombies
I
and
don't
vampires.
want to live anywhere where I have to kill anything or fight for my survival.
True.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
So,
Yeah,
That is a lot of work.
I just want to be normal.
So,
universe, so
what
what's-
was your world then?
The Flintstones. It's the perfect science fiction
That's
universe.
true.
That's a,
It's
yeah.
they have
you
oversized
have
food.
very bad calluses on your feet.
No, my feet would be hard as rocks.
That's what a callus is, my friend.
Yes, I
Ring
know.
the bell. Thank you.
It'd be good. I could drive a car really fast.
by running.
Actually, you wouldn't be able to drive a car really fast.
You'd be running a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but they have domestication of dinosaurs. Okay, for all
Yeah.
those Jurassic Park fans out there, they're not going
wa-
to eat you.
I was watching Toy Story 3 yesterday in camp because it was raining. We had to stay in, and I noticed in Rex's scream was the exact one out of the first Jurassic
Yes,
Park.
that is what we call an Easter egg in the business.
Thank you. I just noticed. I watched the movie like 8,000
Wow.
times.
And in Toy Story 2, they do the same scene, the truck chase scene.
I didn't even know that.
When he's in the mirror and it
didn't know
says images may appear closer than they are,
That's right. That's
and
right.
you see Rex.
The only thing I remember about Toy Story is the best line in the entire series, which is "We're not aiming for the truck." That's the only thing I remember.
So, Flintstones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Domestication of dinosaurs. It's pretty much the same thing. Stable government. You know, the rock, the
There's
Stone
a
Wars.
government?
Yes, there was
dishwasher,
a war. Fred
alligator.
Flintstone's a war veteran.
Originally, in the last episode that we did this, I said Coruscant. But then I'm like, you know
But then you
what?
realize if you fall off,
Don't
you
want to
get-
live on Coruscant.
Then I realized, after watching
Coruscant's
Pixels
edgy.
again, I want to live in the Pixels universe.
Where Kevin
Where
James
Kevin
is
James
the president.
Exactly. Kevin James is the president.
Kevin J.
Adam Sandler is like an important figure in society.
Say it was Peter Dinklage, but he deserves it. He's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, but Josh Gad is, and I really don't like him.
But wasn't the Pixels universe just like
Our universe.
our universe?
with
Alien.
that's true.
You're
Come back
ju-
to me.
That's really is that a
Theoretically,
science?
the Pixels universe could be our universe.
It could happen at any
It
moment.
could, exactly.
Giant.
James for president.
Kevin James
then-
could become president.
But then again, you could say that about the Marvel universe. That's New York City with superheroes. I don't know.
which is why I didn't choose the Marvel universe.
No,
It's
but
my universe.
with the Marvel universe is a progression. So,
Yeah.
you like
So are we letting him pick Pixels or no?
Sure. It's,
All right.
Sure.
it's his choice. It's
a bad-
sci-fi
Now,
universe.
in your universe, if you're
Bad
living in
choice,
Pixels,
but it's a choice.
it's a sad
do they
choice.
have to be invading, like
Yeah.
all the time?
No.
Oh.
They could be
Because that's what
friendly.
makes Pixels Pixels. There's nothing science fiction about that world.
Yeah,
except
you're going on-
except the fact that they're being invaded.
Oh,
by-
it's very Kevin James is president. Very science fiction.
Here comes the boom. You ever see that movie?
Of course, I've seen Here
That
Comes
was
the
I
Boom.
really like the movie because it has a biology teacher as the main character.
Yeah, but you have to live there under the pretense that there probably will be a Pixels too.
Oh no. And
And
your
three.
whole universe is run under
your-
Happy
Yeah,
I
Madison.
wish
Yeah.
Grown Ups was a universe because that seems
Shut
like
up,
a,
Aesop.
those were good.
That's
Why?
just the
Because
wor-
no,
that's-
no person there obeys the laws of physics because they can withhold
Would you
extreme
be
amounts
the-
of pain and not come out with any bruises.
Would you be the Lady Sonya guy in that movie?
Really?
I'm asking.
No.
Who would you be? Would you be Adam Sandler
He'd be
or
Hubert.
Tyrion Lannister?
He'd be
Who
Hubert.
cheats
He'd be
on-
Hubert.
Yes, he would. You're right. He'd be Hubert.
I probably would be.
Which Hubert would he be?
You know what I'm talking about, right? When
Yeah,
say
I
the
know
la-
you're
the Lady
talking
Sonya
about. I
guy?
was just thinking when like yeah.
You know, I actually looked
Wait,
that
so
up.
why wouldn't you-
I didn't. I thought. I
Wait,
was like,
so wouldn't you
I was
rather
like,
live in
what
the
video game is
Wreck-It
Lady
Ralph
Sonya
first?
from?
I've never seen Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It
Oh, very good.
It's
Is
better
it-
than
is it
Pixels.
good?
It's Pixels, but
Nothing
good.
is better than Pixels.
No, it's pretty good. You
It's
should
got
watch
Kevin
it.
James and it can't be better than Pixels.
Okay, I want to live in the Paul Blart universe. Where
That
the
is
biggest,
a crazy universe.
the
Yes,
biggest,
that's not science fiction.
the
We're not
biggest,
picking Paul
the
Blart.
biggest terrorist threat is people going into malls.
malls.
That's
So-
it.
Well, I
and you got
mean-
the mall cop.
So I just want to
The
make
Velcro.
I just want to make sure of something. You decided to take yourself out of a Star Wars universe to live in Pixels, right? They just to confirm this.
You could live on a different planet in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, you could live on
Maybe.
what
When you
Alderaan.
think- ugh.
Which doesn't
Hey.
exist in the Star Wars universe.
You fit
technically.
perfectly in the
What's that?
Dagobah.
Dagobah.
Yeah.
Oh, but why would I?
You go to the Dagobah
Right.
system.
Everyone's this big.
Hey, you and me.
You'd be the biggest guy there.
You'd be the tallest guy in
You'd get
Dagobah.
picked first for kickball for the first time.
Aww.
I'm very sad now. Move on.
Yoda. Dagobah system.
Oh no, wait,
You,
wait.
you can go to Yoda's for,
No, wait.
for dinner.
for gross
For
for
disgusting
gross soup.
water, soup.
Wait,
Maybe.
wait. Let's think. What would be the best Star Wars planet to live on?
Because really, with the Outer Rim is trash.
where
You
Amidala
don't want to
lived.
live.
The Naboo.
Naboo.
You don't want.
I don't want- I don't
There's
want
some really
Gungans.
nice places you can live in Naboo. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
When Anakin and
Annie,
sitting in
I
a
wanna
nice
go back
field.
to Naboo.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
the sand there is
It's
so
coarse and rough and irritating.
gets everywhere.
Coarse and rough.
I mean,
and
Tatooine is Outer Rim
irritating.
though, isn't?
And the
Naboo
Outer
is
Rim
as
is
well.
everywhere.
Naboo is Outer Rim as well, isn't it?
No, it isn't. It's
I'm pretty sure it is.
it's
Or is
a-
it mid rim?
What about Jabba's palace? That could be kind of fun.
Mid-rim.
That would not be fun.
Definitely
don't-
not.
Listen,
fun.
You don't want to live on Tatooine. It's run by the Hutts.
You want to listen
most
to? I
powerful
want to listen to
gangsters.
Jedi Rocks 24/7.
Okay.
Pagano, what was your world, Pagano?
I like
Pokemon
Naboo.
universe.
Oh, that's right. The Pokemon universe.
Yes, because it would be
Pokemon.
fantastic. And there's
Where if
creatures.
you get lost
that-
in the woods?
Yeah, what if you get
That's-
lost in the woods?
What if you
leave
get sat on by a Snorlax? You'll die.
Well, then I'm dead.
I've got domesticated dinosaurs.
you leave
What
your
if, what
And
if
I
you're
have
walking
really
and
cool
an
thing.
onyx that goes through the ground at 50 miles an hour just goes right underfoot and,
and
you
it kills me.
die?
Yeah, I mean,
You leave your house at 10 years old.
Go
You go through the
no,
woods
shut
and you
up,
fight
Zach.
random strangers
You're
in the
s-
middle of trees.
You're swimming and a
Okay.
Gyarados comes out of nowhere. Just
it's not the
eats
most
you.
survivable universe, but I'll take it.
What was the name of the gorilla that we were talking about?
Harambe.
Harambe.
Would Harambe be in the Flintstones world?
Of course.
And would,
Harambe's in
and would he
every
survive?
universe.
Harambe
Yeah,
is in
because
every
we wouldn't have
universe.
guns.
That's true.
There's
no
no
guns.
3-year-old
If they
children to
had to
climb
put
into this
Harambe
enclosure.
down, how would they have to do it?
They wouldn't
With
do
like
it,
a
but
rock?
they would just say
Maybe
They could
would've-
try, and then Harambe
because-
would kill
because
them.
They're domesticated, so
Without
like,
guns, you can't stop Harambe.
We've got dinosaurs. We don't need it.
That was just a trank dart, right? Oh no, they didn't.
No,
they took him down.
Yeah, because they didn't know how to. They were retarded.
Oh, I shouldn't say that word. Yeah, Jimo.
Just did.
what do you got? What was your world?
So my world was a book world, but I'd like to amend that.
Sure.
To a similar, to like a kind of like, they're not really similar, but the Yu-Gi-Oh world.
That world is redonkulous.
You don't have a shot of
Original.
surviving.
No, wait. Original Yu-Gi-Oh world is one of the wackest worlds you could ever live in.
Yes. We will summon the Sphinx from a card.
Wait.
I can see it. I saw it.
Oh, wait. Let me, hear me out on this one.
I had to squint a little bit.
Explain to me. I've heard of Yu-Gi-Oh, but I really have
So,
no idea what it is.
Basically, the
Is
premise.
it this?
No!
Basically. All right.
We have a lot of explaining to do after the podcast.
Here's why
No, you don't.
Here's why I think that that original Yu-Gi-Oh would be a sick world to live in.
So
This is
what
why we
it?
can't
Tell me-
record the
Tell me
show.
what it is. Yeah, exactly.
So essentially, the whole world revolves around a children's card game.
Okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
And they have expensive holograms and ancient Egyptian artifacts
Uh-huh.
that make the
Egyptian?
monsters real.
Oh, no way.
Yes. Long ago, when the pyramids were still young, Egyptian kings played a game of great and terrible power. I'm not going to do the whole thing.
Wow,
but
that was really good.
You discovered my trap card.
that's like... Anyway, but my reasoning for this is that the biggest threat is that, not like after original series, but like the biggest threat is that guys who have some tie to ancient Egypt want to use the ancient Egyptian artifacts to take over the world, but the only way they can take over the world is by playing a children's card game. Every threat in the world revolves around a children's card game.
Watch out, he's got a card.
If you go by the 4Kids version,
Oh, boy.
all guns are invisible guns. They take out guns, so it just looks like they're pointing their finger at you. So it's like invisible.
Why would
gun.
you want to live here?
Okay,
Because everything revolves around the child's game.
okay.
Why?
Everything
Once you become
revolves.
an adult, you're
No,
obsolete.
adults play the children's card game.
Same way how there are adult Pokemon
The
trainers
best-
in the Pokemon universe.
the best
but those
play-
guys
Yeah,
are
like
creepy.
John's going to be in
Guys.
about 10 years.
The best
Exactly.
players are adults.
Still playing
And you don't
Pokemon,
even
bro.
have to.
I finally have them
But wait,
all.
you don't have to. You don't have to play the card game. There's people who don't play the card game. If you don't play the card game, it is virtually impossible. If you don't, if you don't play the card game and move away from like the big city areres where
You're
all this
fine.
stuff takes place and move away from Egypt, you kind of cannot die.
So this is still in the world we live in. It's just like
Not
reformatted.
really, because like people fall from like castles and onto like the ground, and
I
they're
don't know.
fine.
I don't want to live here. It's too complicated, and I don't want my
Okay, whoa.
world dictators to be
No,
be
they're not world
dictators.
dictators. There is no. It's not really like that with the government. It's just people squabble over like ancient Egyptian artifacts.
I
That's
don't
the biggest
want that to
conflict.
be the conflict of the universe.
You want we
want
live in a world where people get like killed
I've
by
discovered the
terrorists.
perfect universe. It's called Bedrock. Okay, man. There's no threats. It's
You
just
could
goofing
accidentally
around.
get run over by a dinosaur. Accidentally.
They're domesticated. No one gets hurt, and my calloused feet will protect me.
no one gets hurt in this world either.
They get discovered by trap cards.
That's not how it works.
I don't know how Yu-Gi-Oh works. I don't know. How Yu-Gi-Oh
Anyway,
works.
it's a whack world.
Misa Confusa.
My original...
Decent.
I had written a list last time,
Used to
and I,
confuse it by everything.
and I totally forgot to say the world that I wanted to live in.
All right.
I originally said some type of Lord of the Rings.
I don't want to live
See,
there.
the thing is, like, would I be
I
able
would
to pick
not
the city?
last. No human would last a minute in a Lord of the Rings
Unless
Well,
you're
world.
a main character.
Yeah, especially during the
Yeah.
the movie time. But I thought Rohan or Gondor would be cool. I would have rather lived in
Like,
Rohan.
I don't want to live in any of those places because it's either A, you live in a place that's during war, and then you're automatically, because you're a male, you get sent out. That's
And you're dead.
That's an auto.
Yeah, even if you're an old man or a young kid, they
Yeah, they
give
send
you
you
a bow
out.
and arrow and tell you to fend for
a
yourself.
sword
Oh,
and a
God.
sword and a shield, and then if you're in the Shire,
And my axe.
Sorry about that. That was very loud. It scared the crap out of me with my headphones.
Gimli's a great anime character.
Man. The funny thing is, like, I turned you up during your little speech because
And my
you weren't loud enough. So that made you extra loud. But the world I really wanted to live in,
Wait, I didn't get to finish.
which I totally forgot
Who cares?
to say last week, was Asgard. I want to live in
I
Asgard.
don't want to live
That
there.
is sick.
That is
fall off.
absolutely sick. First of all, there's hardly any war there.
You don't
because
die ever.
They're the
Asgard
protectors.
almost got destroyed in
That
the
was
last
that
movie.
one time.
Oh, just one
was
time.
like
We almost
5,000.
all died.
Your lifespan is 5,000 years.
Yeah,
And if you
I mean-
ever happen to go to Earth, you're a god.
Yeah, and they're partying all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
No, but also I have to go
Be
out.
pretty boring.
Although they do
Lord
have
of
to
the
go
Rings.
out and fight.
I don't want to go out and
That's
fight.
all right.
I just want to live in my stone house
be
and
a
watch
soldier.
You're so boring,
Stone
Pegno.
TV and listen and be a rip-off of the Honeymooners. That's what I want to be.
But a good ripoff of them.
A good rip-off.
One of
a
these days,
tasteful.
Alice.
Pow, right in the kisser.
One of these days.
That's politically
Alice, One of
correct
these
now.
days.
Steak and donut sandwich.
Okay, so that was our main topic. Are we ready for the newest, bestest?
Stump the Sap.
Stump the Sap. We need a theme song. Please, someone make a theme song for this.
Will Shelton, get
Will
on.
Shelton, get on that. Like,
I'm
Resident-
so
Something trippy, edgy, something.
yeah, something like Family Feud meets Price is Right meets Stump the Sap
Can we all just
Meets,
play
like,
all those songs at the same
Linkin
time and
Park.
see what happens?
and Benny Hill,
Oh, Benny Hill.
Just Ben.
or just the Benny
Just
Hill.
the Benny Hill.
All right.
Do you know what the Benny Hill
Who's-
song is?
Who's Benny Hill?
Like he doesn't know.
Yeah, he's just looking at his phone. No. What are you doing? What are you looking up?
Family Feud theme song.
Oh, look up. Just type in Benny Hill.
Benny
I'm
theme
not
Hill.
trying to get
song.
copyrighted.
Get Benny
what?
Hill. Benny Hill. H-I-L-L.
Benny Hill.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
Forget the name of
I
it.
need the
Benny
board.
Hill theme.
It's
Oh,
been a
Christ.
couple minutes, but I'm really glad that I said it in my acts.
You got it?
That's a great scene.
And
But I can't hear it. Put it. Not too close. There you go. And we're here to play Stump the Sap. Our contestant, Sap.
Hi.
Are you ready to play Stump the Sap?
I'm never ready for this.
All right,
no,
so
it's going the whole time.
no, so we got.
I'm gonna run out of data.
So we have now on the last episode we went nuts and we just kept asking question after question after question. I am limiting 2 questions.
please.
No, 2.
No, 2.
Two
Come
questions.
on, give me a break.
2 questions.
Right.
Okay.
Too
From each.
edgy.
Keep your
And
shit
we'll
straight.
go around twice. So
The
we'll-
current count is 6 for 28. Okay, he has 6 for 28.
And those 6 have almost,
He-
with the exception
What
of
percent-
He got
like,
Wakanda right.
He got Wakanda
He got
right.
the Enterprise.
He got the
The
Enterprise.
DeLorean. I can't
and
remember.
the
the
That's
other
it.
ones were, and the other ones were
Oh,
Star Wars.
Star Wars questions. One was
Which
the
we are
Millennium
not going to
Falcon,
ask
name
anymore.
of the ship.
Oh,
That
we're not
defeats
asking
the
Star Wars
purpose.
questions.
You can ask whatever you
No,
want.
they
It's up
have
to
to
you.
be easy questions.
This is an easy Star Wars question.
Then he'll know it.
But it doesn't matter. Whatever 2 questions you ask, that's it.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
care if it's easy or hard. Whatever.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So now, I have questions from my friend Chris.
All right, ask
I
the
have
guest
questions from my friend
first.
Joe. Okay. So
All right, cool.
Chris's question. What is the name of the Jetsons' dog?
Oh boy,
Oh boy.
he's done.
I gotta think of the song.
Yeet, yeet, yeet.
Actually, I don't think I could do this one. I'm a big Jetsons fan too.
I like the Jets. I watch them on Boomerang every
I-
morning.
Really?
I
then
think this
there should
question.
be, you don't pay attention to anything you look
I
at.
think this question is crooked.
No, this is definitely not
Like
crooked.
Hillary.
I knew immediately. I knew immediately.
It's crooked.
Okay.
Gloucester? I don't know.
Astro.
All right, that's an X.
How about this? He didn't give me a second question, or did he? Hold on, let me check my text message. He might have given me a second.
In the meantime, Pegno, you want to go?
Sure. Here we go. I'll ask you one. Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll go around once for each. Okay.
What is the last name of Marty from Back to the Future?
McFly.
All right, 1 for 2. Ding 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 ding.
Okay.
That's not bad. All right,
I
ready?
thought that was a good question.
All right,
That
Well,
was a
ready?
he's
good
actually
question.
seen that.
Ready?
Yes.
Yes, that's fair.
Okay. So, what is the city in which RoboCop fights crime?
Ooh, I'm giving that an X.
Yeah, you see that.
Oh, this is.
Rip.
You don't know this?
It's a real city too.
It's a real city with a very high crime rate.
Chicago, Detroit.
Detroit.
No, he said Chicago first, so he's wrong. But it is Detroit.
It's Detroit.
It is Detroit. You want to give him half one?
Chicago.
No, you got it
okay,
wrong.
you're wrong.
You got it wrong. He
Chicago
said
is the highest in homicides right now, so that's why I,
I didn't
said
say highest. I said it's very
High.
high crime rate. But good. That wasn't bad. Good
All right,
guess.
go.
the 2 worst cities in the United States.
Gmo, go.
All right.
You're 1 for 3.
Okay, wait. Ugh.
Guys, be prepared for the podcast
Yeah.
today.
I have other questions I can ask.
Complete this statement.
Oh,
Even
boy.
if you're not a Star Trek fan,
No.
you have to know this.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know what it's gonna be already.
It could be anything. Damn it, Jim, I'm a blank, not a blank.
The last blank could be anything.
The last blank could be anything.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a blank, not a mechanic.
I'm a pilot, not a mechanic.
Nope.
Nope.
Doctor.
Doctor.
I hate Star Trek.
You're 1 for 4.
Here's my question. I'll follow up on that one. What is the person's name who would say that? Or how about this?
There's two characters in the Star
Who said
Trek
he said
universe.
Spock?
He
It's-
said. He
Oh
said
no! Let me.
Spock.
That was a little
You
vague.
think Spock would say, "Damn it, Jim"?
Who's,
I don't know.
Who's the doctor in Star Trek? What's his name?
Well, there's only
You
two,
can give me his
There's only
nickname?
2 characters in the Star Trek universe, so it's got to be Kirk or Spock.
You
So-
can say his name.
You can
or
say his name
nickname.
or his nickname.
Or Picard.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. Nyanyo.
Bones McCoy. That was my question. Bones McCoy. I have a question from my wife.
Oh, no,
Get-
that's what I'm afraid of.
Hi, Nicole. Say hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Nicole.
Mrs. Ian
Hello.
Sally.
Good
Her,
evening.
her favorite movie, or one of her favorite science fiction movies, is The Never-Ending Story.
It's a silly movie.
She likes it.
It's sad when the horse dies.
Nicole, don't be upset.
No,
He's
I like
Captain
this,
Curmudgeon.
I like this movie. It's bananas though.
The Curmudgeon.
This movie makes me sad when the horse dies. You know.
The name of the dragon in The Never-Ending Story.
Ooh.
That was her.
Aragon? I don't know.
Falcor.
Okay, whoa.
It's Falcor.
Even in Aragon, the main dragon's name's not Aragon. The kid's name is Aragon, and the dragon's name is Saphira.
That's it. You're done,
Get
sir.
smacked. Bell him.
Yeah, really, Belly.
Okay, from
We've
Joe.
only asked 6, so we're not done yet.
From Joe.
I hate this game.
Say hi, Joe.
It's
Hi,
so
Joe.
fun.
It's not fun when I'm being...
All right, now he
Bullied.
gave me a question, which he asked the last time. So I'm going to ask you that question. But then he said, scratch that and ask him this. But I'm going to ask you the first one. What was the company that made the hoverboard in Back to the Future 2?
Mattel.
Mattel, okay. So he learned from that.
Hey, you're good for Back to the Future. You're 2 for 2 on Back to the Future.
Then he asked, erase that and asked him this. In Back to the Future, what makes time travel possible? Now, he never gave me an answer,
Flux
but
capacitor.
Wrong!
No, I don't know.
Capacitor.
Come on.
Capacitator.
I don't know.
Capacitator.
Oh,
What is this?
I got
all right, Joe, he got that one wrong.
Meme.
Good meme. All right, Pegno.
Pass. Go to John. I forgot mine.
Okay, it's a Star Wars one. You should know this. Okay, now you've heard of the what's it called? The Separatist
keeping a running
Alliance
list
or
of
the
questions.
Confederacy of Independent Systems
Yes.
in Star Wars.
What planets make up?
No, what are the 3 companies that make
You
up?
and your companies.
No, what are the 3 companies that make up the 3 main companies that make
I
up the
think these
Confederacy
questions are
of
crooked.
Independent Systems?
These questions. Don't.
that's
no
a-
Star Wars questions on.
I
Stump
don't
the
even
Sap.
know. Is it
You
the
should
Trade
know-
Federation?
Trade Federation is one of them. Trade Federation.
Conja Club.
I hope so.
Tilde out to Kanja Club.
Trade Federation.
You know this. Think of like really bad like quotes.
He's
From which movie?
He's a way too hard
The
fan.
prequel.
These
They're
are
not-
way too
The
hard.
Trade Federation.
These are too hard. I'm erasing these.
Trade.
Nope.
Do you want me to give it to you? Trade
I-
Federation, Techno Union, and the Banking Clan.
I didn't
Crazy.
know this.
No,
Here's
redo
a-
it. Different question.
I got a different one.
Okay, good.
No Star Wars questions.
I
on
didn't know
Okay.
that.
So if it's not Star Wars, then come back to me.
All right, Chris's last question. This was the Terminator-related question.
Yeah.
All right.
The T-800 was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
boy, here we
finally
go.
In
learned that.
T2, he fought another Terminator.
What is it?
What was his
Yeah.
model number?
T1000.
Yes.
Yes.
Great guess.
Hey,
Great
look at that
guess.
guy.
Hey, out of all the numbers,
God, it was not 900.
Right. Right. Okay, so that's all for the. What do you have? 2 more questions left? That's it.
I got another question.
All right.
Then Pagano's got another question, and Pegno's
I
got
got
another
one.
question.
Okay.
So,
It's a lot of questions. It's like
it's
20.
fine. This is perfect.
This is
Done like-
bullying.
it's not.
That's not bullying. You're doing good today.
You're
Well,
doing,
You're
you're
three,
doing all right.
you're
3 for...
1, 2, 3.
So what you got? Anybody got one or no? We're gonna end the segment.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a really, really,
Oh, it's my ringtone.
like a really, really simple one that like anyone would know. All right.
Like the name of Iron Man's AI.
He,
would know that.
He doesn't.
He would 100% know
So
that.
can that be your question?
That could be someone else's question.
No,
Oh.
please don't ask that.
He doesn't know it.
What's,
That's why I'm saying you should
What's
ask
the
him.
name of his AI?
It's in the movie. I'm trying to remember.
This is
5,
painful.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Guess.
No, he already got and.
Jarvis.
Jarvis.
How do you not know Jarvis?
Because I don't remember the
right.
little thing.
right,
I got my
little
next-
things.
you got your next-
Every
I've got
other
mine.
word that comes, the only person he talks to is Jarvis.
He becomes the Vision.
All right,
I bet he
got
didn't
one.
even know that.
Where do the hobbits live in Lord of the Rings?
We ask this all the time.
No, we don't.
Well, I wanted him to say that.
I'm not gonna say it.
What?
I'm not gonna
It's
say
not
it. The
Detroit.
song.
Where is it?
I'm not gonna say it's in the song.
It's not ice.
It's not
It's
Isengard.
not Isengard.
Speaking of,
So do you know the place?
It's the Shire.
I would have even
For-
taken Hobbiton.
wait, for the third week in a row, I will ask Brandon Sapienza, since he loves singing the song,
Last question. Go ahead.
who says they're taking the hobbits to Isengard? This is the third time I'm asking this question, and each time I flip out, and each time he doesn't get it.
And then I'll follow up with name an elf
No and no.
or any of the
Legolas.
Yeah.
Remember this. Repeat after me. Le
Play.
go
Go.
lis.
Les.
Legolas.
Legolas. Hey, Legoed it. Like I'm Legoed it. No.
Shut up.
So what do we get? What are the numbers?
Excuse
for
me
today?
1 second.
All right, so you got 3 right,
Cause
Yeah.
and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wrong. So that's 3 for 13.
another great day.
And the total score is?
Total score is 9 for 41.
That's actually pretty good.
No, it's not.
It's awful.
For BSAP.
These are so. These
yeah,
are
these are really
lobs.
easy questions.
9 for
I think
41.
mine
What's
was
that?
easy.
What's that come out?
Stop asking Back to the Future and Star Wars questions, because those are the only ones they'll ever get.
That's a 22%.
Wow.
Okay, here.
Better than your average.
I will know. Here, this will tell me if I should stop asking Star Wars questions. Name. So during the Clone Wars, General Grievous had 2 flagships. After one was destroyed, he got the second one. What are the names of
I
his
think
2
we have a new
flagships?
segment. I think we have an actual Stump the Pagano segment, like where we actually ask him really tough Star
Really
Wars
tough
questions.
Like what were General?
we can have
does,
a real,
does
really
anyone know
tough-
this? What are General Grievous'
I don't.
2
You know, I
flagships?
don't watch. Like I didn't watch
Wait,
Clone
really
Wars.
tough.
One of
I
them
feel
is
like
not
we
even in
can't-
the Clone Wars.
one
It's
of
in
them's-
episode 3.
I feel like we can't stump him with Star Wars questions.
Yeah, that's it.
But that's the game. Try to stump him.
Try to stump him with
Yeah,
Star
because
Wars
that's a real expert game.
Yeah.
Not like Stump the Sap,
Okay, here.
where we just
Ready?
embarrass.
The
Brendan.
Malevolence
The Malevolent.
and the Invisible Hand.
All right, that's General.
I think they've never asked those in the movie, so no one really cares.
Episode 3. It's in
never-
I
episode
feel like
3.
all my questions would just be related to Ben Quadraro.
See this list? This is just every time I think of a science fiction thing that you should know, I write it down in this list.
Who is the head of the Techno Union?
No. See, See, this is what happened last week, and we're not doing it. No more. So we're moving on. Special segments.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with the pull list because that'll be real quick, and then you guys can do your
I have a
galaxy.
huge list.
Yeah, huge list.
Huge list.
Huge. So as you say it, I'm gonna cross off mine because we get a lot of the
I
same
had
stuff.
Batgirl.
Batgirl, I got as well.
I had Nightwing.
I got Nightwing
I had
as well.
Detective Comics.
I got
I had
Detective as
Action
well.
Comics.
So do I.
I had Civil War 2, number 4.
Number
is it?
4, right?
I had. What else did you have?
I had
I had-
Flash 3,
I had Flash. I had Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. I have Titans.
Titans. I had.
I got Hal Jordan as well.
No, I don't read
I
Green
got the Hal
Lantern.
Jordan book.
Green Lantern's stupid.
Captain America Steve Rogers, number 3.
Nope.
All right,
Gave
I got
up.
that. Old Man Logan, I got.
Nope.
Okay. I got Amazing Spider-Man, which is one of the offshoot stories.
Those are bad?
It's
Nope.
1.6.
Those are bad.
Those are bad. Meh. Black Panther 4.
Nope.
Yeah, 3 was pretty good, so I kept going with it.
You keep saying you're gonna quit, and you should.
If this one isn't good, I'm stopping. But
You've
3
been
was
saying-
good.
You've been saying you're
3
gonna stop since 1 and 2.
3 was good. So those are my. I didn't read any of them because I'm going on CFX on Monday to
Oh, so, you're
Maryland.
just, so instead of watching the kids, you're just gonna read.
No, on my breaks. There's no watching the kids. They have breaks during the day.
Helping people.
Yeah, we work the farm till about
What are
12.
people?
We work the farm till about 12. We go home, and then we have like 3-hour break
people.
before lunch. So I'm gonna read my comic books then.
Did I read any?
I did read Detective.
Oh, I did too.
I thought
yes.
Detective was all right.
It was all right.
It was a really
meh.
good Batman escape story.
Yeah, it was
which
like
is
a
cool.
6.5 out of 10. Not saps.
I'll give it a 7.5. I give it a 3,
You're more
2.5
generous.
saps. I give it 2.5 saps.
Stop with the sapienzas.
No, never. Are you excited about any of these particular comics?
Batgirl. I'm excited.
Yeah,
about.
me too.
Excited
Me too.
about
and
that.
it has nothing to do with political correctness.
No, she's just a really good character.
Yeah, she's awesome. I'm excited for the Flash.
And
as
I'm
well.
excited for Action Comics. I think Flash is going to take a huge left turn into bad
Oh, I
storytelling.
hope not.
Because the whole thing is going to be that everyone's got super speed now.
Isn't that just a TV show?
Yeah, it's a TV show because everyone got struck by lightning from a huge metahuman cloud.
Yeah, like everybody in the city.
Like everyone that keeps turning up conveniently week after week. It's almost like it's a TV show.
Well, this is how they're going to get Godspeed, right? Do you think we're going to get Godspeed this
Yeah,
year?
we're definitely getting Godspeed.
In this
He
issue.
probably got struck by 2 lightning bolts. Yeah.
Indubitably.
I started reading the Secret Wars thanks to you.
Excellent.
I'm up. Secret Wars is like a 1980s Marvel story.
But it's like it's probably my favorite Marvel comic.
It's good, but the writing in it is like there's like 100 villains / heroes, and there's one page where they just introduce themselves. It's
really
like,
good.
"Hi, I'm Spider-Man."
I love it.
and This
It's
is
so
my-"
funny.
And I'm like, "Oh,
I'm Spider-Man, and this is my best friend.
So yeah, but that's pretty cool. I stopped where they all kind of just saw each other in space. They're like, "Oh, are those
Yeah,
villains?"
you get some great splash page art when you go on.
Yeah.
And Doctor Doom is great in it. I love a good Doctor Doom story.
Love Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom.
All right, Galaxy Far, Far Away.
Nothing much from the Star Wars front. Everything's pretty much died
we
down.
covered the
Rebels
Rebels
but-
trailer,
when's
which I was just
D23?
really excited about.
D23 is
That's
I
when
don't
you
know.
can get Star Wars news.
Yeah, I don't know exactly when because they're gonna take a little bit of a break. They went from Celebration London right to Comic Con, and now
It's
they're on a
probably
little bit
gonna
of a hiatus.
It's probably the next weekend because that's when it usually is.
But the little things. They introduced some action figures from Rogue One and
Those looked fantastic.
and
by
the
the way.
fan vote, which is Jaina Solo, who's from the Star Wars Legends material. She is the daughter of Han Solo and Princess Leia. So she was a fan vote. She got voted to be an action figure, 3.5-inch action figure.
But she's not canon.
No, she's not canon, so it's kind of useless anyway.
Exactly.
Who makes the Star Wars toys?
I think it was Hasbro.
Does Sideshow make any?
I'm gonna
No.
buy a little cannon, like a toy cannon.
Like a toy cannon.
And we're gonna keep it.
No,
here.
we should
And you
And it's a
fight.
cap gun, and we're gonna make it a cap gun.
Unfortunately-
and every time you guys say cannon, we're gonna.
Unfortunately,
No, you know, you should
unfortunately for you, the canon that we're referring to is spelled differently.
Fire it. Is it only one end?
Yeah, you should get the
Makes it
the
even
Columbus Blue Jacket
camera.
cannon and just fire it at sound effect.
Oh, I have
every
a
time.
General Hux action figure I forgot to bring in to become an idol.
I have
It's like a little Lego figure.
Oh, you have the Lego figure?
General
I'll pay you for
Hux.
it. I'll pay you.
I
for the
need to
Lego
get
figure.
it. I need to get a Ben Quadaneros one.
Wait,
I
And-
told you I looked for you. I was so sad.
No, they have them online. It's like 10
No, but I
bucks.
wanted to find one at the convention.
I also, yeah, I feel like if I get Ben Quadaneros, I'll be good.
Nice.
okay, that's also another thing I want to
can bring
mention.
a John Cena action figure.
I will
Are you
pay.
sure about that?
Yes.
I will pay in a reasonable amount of money for any Force Awakens
right
Lego
here.
minifigure.
$400 a pop.
That's enough of you.
Peg, no, it's right here.
So this includes Kylo Ren, Phasma, Hux, Rey, Finn, Han, Chewie,
BB-8,
BB-8. I
have
will
Hux,
pay and
Kylo Ren, and
Conjure Club.
I will pay up to
Conjure
a
Club.
Stormtrooper. I'll pay up to $20.
We took the kids to the Rainforest Cafe yesterday
Ooh,
in Menlo
that's,
Park,
That's cool.
and I went into Carlton's Cards to see if
Carlton Cards is the greatest thing ever created.
I wanted to see if they had any Christmas ornaments yet, because I try to get all the Christmas ornaments as soon as they come out.
That's
all the
cool.
like the superhero ones and stuff. But they had the whole bunch of pop vinyls for Star Wars. Like they had They had Poe Dameron. They had Rey.
Really?
Yeah, so I was
Like
thinking
the
of-
big ones?
The big ones.
Oh,
The
yeah.
big ones.
I haven't
Those
got
are
I'm
I
like-
have in the
I was
basement.
like-
Yeah.
I was like, wow, no one's probably coming in here looking for these things.
I'm addicted to those.
Yes,
I have
I
an
know.
issue. I have like 42.
I've been dying.
It's great.
Of-
They're
I've been-
so good. They're honestly like cool.
I'm
They're
searching
so
for.
good.
I'm
I got
searching for a
Doc Ock.
Spider-Man one. I can't find
You
Spider-Man.
have to get Spider-Man and Hawkeye together.
I know. I didn't want to buy the combo. It was like $25.
Yeah. But that Spider-Man's really nifty. He's the centerpiece of my whole collection.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I got Captain America for
So
my son.
going back, if you have these and interested in selling them, my email address is
Sapienza
SAPIENZAB, as in
Boy.
Brandon.
Bob or Brandon. That
Bravo.
makes more sense.
Why'd you just ruin your email address by saying as in? Like no one knows the letter B.
Well, because they might mistake it for like the letter.
Now you have
D.
to say it
Let's see.
over again.
So yeah, wait, but we call you
SAPIENZAB 17 at nycxavierhs.org if you're interested in selling these. Pay
Please
maximum
just
$20.
bombard his email address
Yes,
with
please.
nonsense.
I need someone to talk.
Send
to.
him memes.
Send him.
Please.
Just all I want to see is him open up his email and find that it's full because someone.
I know what Mr. I's about to run. You children.
Okay. I want
Do you
everyone
even know what that
listening.
is, Mr.
yes,
I?
I do.
I want everyone listening to go
Nine-tailed
online.
foxes. I I love how they think I don't know stuff. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
But you don't know who the head of the
Again, another reason why we
techno-union
can't
is.
record this show.
Contra Club.
But
No, it's Amir
Yeah,
Wat
really.
Tambor.
Oh, of course.
Bala tea.
Suggestions?
Let's do it.
I feel like I was saying something.
Have some fun.
I feel like I was saying something.
bell at this point. It's its own
Right.
Where
We
was I?
need to burn those sheets.
It's
of
day,
paper.
What?
It's
Where was I?
Deus
I was
Ex
somewhere. I was
Machina.
going somewhere.
I don't
And that
know.
happened.
I don't know. We lost it.
We lost it.
All right, suggestions. move on.
Suggestions. What, do you have an actual suggestion today? Or are you just going to tell
Besides,
people to
go
go out?
outside.
I'm just
and
going
get
to
some
tell
ass.
you to enjoy the rest of your summer. It's the last
Come
summer.
on, I told you to have a science fiction one.
I want.
don't have it.
What
What
I
Okay,
was
well,
gonna
he
say
doesn't
was-
have one. You know Demo doesn't have one.
What I was
Yes.
going with there was I want BSAP to open his email
Oh, that's right.
and just find that like all the storage is full because he got like 8,000 messages that are just like single like
One letter at a
ima-
time?
No, they're like one image of just like a random meme,
Like
just,
Harambe or
like,
another H word.
or just like
Pepe.
or just he just opens each one to find a singular picture of Ben Quadaneros.
Or parts of a picture of Ben
Yeah.
Quadaneros that he
Oh,
has
no,
to
no,
print
no,
out
it's-
and put them all together.
No, it's like a frame. It's like a film reel, and it's like a frame by frame. He has to like scroll it down really fast to see the complete image.
Ben
So your suggestion is to play hopscotch.
My suggestion, because this is the last podcast for the summer.
Yes.
Yes.
Tragically, the next time we'll be talking is when school is in session. So my suggestion, as it has been for the entire summer, is to enjoy whatever's left of summer. You still got a month to go.
Is it?
Cool.
Wait, it's
Yeah.
July 30th.
It
Yeah.
is.
Tomorrow's the last day of July.
So
July 30th.
it is to enjoy
Oh,
the rest
summer
of your
reading.
summer. Yes, get started the summer reading because I haven't even
All right,
started.
that's just a suggestion.
That's not a science.
So go out and read a comic book outside
Wow, there you go.
On a
Thank you.
hammock.
on a hammock. We just got a hammock.
Very
I'm
nice.
very excited about that. So anyway, yeah, do that.
Pagano, you got one?
I do.
What is it?
I'm not sure if I've mentioned this in a previous episode. I just don't remember. But if I haven't, the Artemis Fowl series by Owen Colfer, even if I have mentioned it, I'm saying it again. Go read the series. It is complete. I believe it's 8 books. The last one was released in 2012, the first one in 2001, and it's a fantasy series centering around a 12-year-old boy who, as the books progress, he gets older. But in the first book, he's a 12-year-old like super genius boy whose dad was killed and his mom is like mentally insane. And they used to run a crime syndicate, and now it falls to him. And he's like a super genius kid who carries on his family's crime syndicate, and it eventually he meets like fairies and stuff, and it goes like fantasy, that goes the fantasy route. It's really cool. I love it. I have all the books. Yeah, it's 8 books long. The Artemis Fowl series by Owen Colfer, who just penned the latest book in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did you ever read that book?
I have that book on my desk.
I didn't read the
have
new
to
one
start.
though, by Colfer.
Yeah. It's a very entertaining series.
All right, I got mine. Okay, I was looking over my IMDb account this weekend,
boy.
and I found a very underrated Disney animated film.
Pixels.
No, not
Which
Pixels.
is not even- is
The
it- it's not
Great
even
Mouse Detective.
I
Okay.
remember that.
This is an excellent movie that people have forgotten about. Go watch.
There's a reason people have forgotten about it.
Go watch The Great Mouse Detective.
All right, that's it.
That's it. That's my suggestion. Oh, and watch the Mad Max.
Oh, and if
documentary.
anyone is interested, I don't know, Mr. I did mention this. I think it'd be really cool if people have really difficult Star Wars questions to ask me, because I know all the weird details about the Star Wars universe. If you have any, ask me. This would
Absolutely.
be entertaining.
My suggestion is going to be a book as well. There's a ride based on that in Disney, by the way.
Song of the South is an excellent movie. Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain is based on the Briar Patch or whatever it's called, right?
Okay, I know all
But
about
that's not my suggestion. My suggestion is go out and read any Michael Crichton book. Michael Crichton.
Jurassic
Park. My favorite of Michael Crichton books is called Timeline, which is a bunch of scientists that are like archaeologists researching a area where there was a medieval castle, and there's a company that has some like time machine, and they're using the time machine to go back into time to check out the real castle when it was like built in like the 1300s, and then like all types of stuff ensues, and they get into old. So this is Gerard Butler's like first movie ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But read the book. The movie's crap. It's Gerard Butler and the kid from Fast and the Furious, the kid who died, was
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker. It was Paul Walker and Gerard Butler, and it was the worst piece of garbage movie ever, and it almost ruined the book for me because it's my favorite novel. But that's mine. Go out and read a Michael Crichton book. What?
Did he make the Lost World and the third movie a book?
I think he wrote the second book. I'm not sure about
Okay,
the
but
third
the
one.
third movie and the second movie are both disgraces to American culture.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much input he had into those movies, but Jurassic Park, the novel is amazing.
Yeah, but I don't
Better
like
than
the
the
novel.
movie?
The novel upsets me.
I would say they're on equal.
Really?
They're on equal.
I've
ground.
actually
novel-
never read the Jurassic.
The novel
Oh,
upsets
it's really
me
good.
because
book.
John Hammond turns out to be a bad guy.
Yeah.
But he's so sweet in the movie.
Don't ruin it for everybody. You got to spoil it.
John Hammond is a bad guy in the book.
He's kind of a bad guy in the movie.
No,
he's in it for the money.
He's like my grandchild. No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
I
Being
just watched
in-
the movie the
Mr.
other day.
Right.
He said
Right,
Jurassic
being in
Park
it
should
for
be
the money
affordable
is
for all
not-
people.
Why is that a bad thing?
Well, when that drives you. There's BSAP in the background. Keep that going, because that will be our goodbye music. Oh, what is that? Somebody on harmonica? Oh, that's terrible. Don't keep that going. Put the Benny Hill music back on.
I got a suggestion.
What's your suggestion, Timo?
All right. It is a suggestion, and BSAP, it will also be a question for Stump the Sap next time we do a podcast.
Legolas.
That will be another question that I will continually ask until he gets it right. But I'm going to. We were talking. Okay, so there's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. There's like a couple of them. They both have the title Days in them, so I'm going to use it. There's The Sixth Day and The End of Days. The Sixth Day is about cloning, and The End of Days is about like the apocalypse. Both of them are amazing. If you want to see Arnold Schwarzenegger fight an agency that clones people, and if you want to see Arnold Schwarzenegger fight the devil,
So Arnold Schwarzenegger joins the Confederacy of Independent Systems.
shut up.
I was really hoping that Arnold Schwarzenegger was the clone,
And
so
he-
it was just a bunch of
and he
Arnolds.
Some of his lines,
No, I'll get you.
Some of his-
quick, okay.
some of his lines can't say them on air, but they are excellent.
Okay. You want to give me a song there, BSAP? Give me something to play us out of here. What do you got?
Oh god, it's gonna
Most
pick
Likely
some.
Canteen.
Not so close.
Play the Most Likely Canteen.
All right, so that is
second
the
theme.
episode number 10. We made it to episode 10. Thanks to Andrew Brooks for making our logos for all of our social media outlets and our get it away from the mic a little bit.
So majestic
From
when you say it.
yeah, I know, right? And
Thank
also
you
want
to
to thank
Andrew Brooks.
Thanks.
and Chris from St. Bonaventure. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, Chris.
Please get this kid into college.
Get him out of here.
And we will next time we talk to you, we'll be talking about Suicide Squad. Very excited for that.
And we'll be in school. So.
All right, and we'll be in school. All right. So we'll see you next time.
May the force be with you.
Always.
Have a good evening.
See ya.